This is Match Week. You are joined by myself, Ardi Emini. We discuss everything soccer from the highs and the lows in the sporting week to the news that is relevant to you. Welcome back. You're listening top of the hour on WMSC Upper Montclair. And this is Match Week! Let's go! Inject it to my veins! I'm so excited to be here with you all. My name is Ardi Emini. I'm joined in studio by Steven Moncayo.
Hello.
Luke Cirianni.
What's up?
And, of course, round of applause, please. Let's get the drum roll going. Ooh, he's the Serbian Delights. Last time we heard him on this radio station, he was in tears after Serbia being knocked out of the World Cup and had a very frustrating day. It is Dejan Bursac?
I am back after my long hiatus.
How are we doing, Dejan?
I'm doing very well.
Are we still in our sad boy hours, or are you doing
Never
better?
that.
Never that?
Never that.
Never that. Now, we have a lot to talk about today. Very, very, very much to talk about today. Steven and Dejan, we had a cheeky little thing going Friday night, no? Cheeky little thing. So for those of you who don't know in the audience, Dejan and I, we usually participate in our weekly little indoor soccer, a little pickup thing, a little fun.
Yep.
But the hours are usually seem as strange to people. We play from 11 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Pretty normal to me.
I would say, yeah, for us it's normal. Everyone's like, oh my God, you're up like that late to play soccer?
I mean, what else would you be doing from 11 p.m. at night? I mean, sleep?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I was really tempted to sleep that night. I really was.
I definitely was. I had the jitters. I can't wait.
No, I was joking. I was actually really excited to play because I was alone for the week as my girlfriend was on a trip in Los Angeles. So I was just really bored. I had nothing to do. So I was like, word, I got to play soccer with the boys. But I'll pitch a little scenario here because, Luke, unfortunately, you weren't there. You were back down in South Jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
Central.
South.
Central.
Steven,
there's no Central
if
Jersey.
you don't want your show to be canceled, you're gonna say South Jersey, okay? I can pull the strings. Like, I can make it happen.
There's only two jerseys. It's South and North.
Yeah,
thank you, Steve.
Well, I'm more North Jersey than South Jersey, but
where are you?
That's why Bridgewater, so it's near.
Okay, he's North Jersey.
But Central Jersey.
No, you're North Jersey.
Anyway,
you're North Jersey.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thing is Central.
Apology is accepted. Now, Luke, what we're going to do, we're going to pose you potential scenarios that one of us could have done.
Okay.
You're going to say whether it's true, false, or oh my God, you're a god. Like, I can't believe how good you are.
Okay.
Now, we start the night off. We're playing a little cheeky game. I'm talking to Steven as he's walking in late. And while he's walking, I score a goal from the Wesley Sneijder flick. I sort of did that with the side of the foot, back of the net, while talking to Steven, just that good. And, scored a goal. Do you think that happened? Yes or no?
So he was walking on and you scored as he walked on?
No, so he was walking into the facility. Now I was talking to him. Wasn't even paying attention to the game the whole time.
False.
Ladies and gentlemen, what was the answer?
It was true.
It was
true.
Wow. Okay.
I must have not been paying attention.
You
man.
really weren't.
I remember walking in and I said,
Yes.
casually, no effort.
Wow. Sorry to doubt you, Artie.
Yeah, I do have a lot of haters. I do have a lot of doubters, but it's fine.
I didn't even know that happened. I'm not gonna
Yeah, because
lie.
you were in La La Land most of the night. Anyways, next scenario. First game on. Steven's playing. Plays a nice little pass. Out of nowhere, just falls.
True.
No one's around him.
True.
He just falls.
100% true.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, is that true?
He says he's wearing flats.
False.
So
Ladies and gentlemen, I had flats on.
Then that was true.
Oh, dude,
Dejan, are you okay?
I've been paying attention to scoring goals that night. I didn't care what anybody else was doing as long as the ball was on my foot and in the back of the net. I couldn't care less.
Okay, cool. So, next scenario. Wait, what was I thinking of? I had a really good funny one. Oh.
Well,
So-
that one's false.
Yeah,
There we go.
No. Okay,
Stamp
so
that
here
one.
it is. So, Dejan, our Dejan over here,
Okay.
he picks up the ball, fakes out to play the 1-2, does a step over, does a rainbow, then a Rabona into the back of the net. True or false?
I think it's true.
I mean, he's either a god or it's false. I'm gonna go with false.
That is a false.
Definitely false.
Yeah.
If you said like
Who do you think I am, Ronaldinho?
No, because
Friday night Ronaldinho?
No, so here's the thing. I started off with the true part and then dovetailed into the false.
I believed it at first, and then you kept throwing skills on him. Like, no way he just skilled the whole team.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
no,
Dejan,
I remember seeing
Dejan
that,
does have
though.
techers.
I've never seen you play, but I'm just like, it's
Nah,
just
I-
unlikely.
Rainbow over somebody's head, I can't do that. I can rainbow it in the air, but rainbow over somebody's head, nah, I can't do that.
So Dan, like rainbowing in the air doesn't mean like just like 1 foot off the ground. It means like an actual like
No, I know, but rainbow means over your head.
Yeah, I know, but
I
that
didn't put it completely over
but
his head. I just put it up in the
you didn't
air.
hear the joke. Like you only got like one. I was making a joke.
Ardi,
like,
you don't
rainbow.
make jokes, man.
I do. I do make jokes. I'm a stand-up comedian, but I just prefer to sit down. Sort of like how it
All
works.
right, tick that, man.
All right. Last scenario. This is the very last one. Ball's played in off of Dejan's left foot. I leap into the air and score a bicycle kick. True or false?
False. 100% false.
How dare you?
You did not
False.
score a bicycle kick.
How dare you?
I'd be buying you flowers right now for the hospital.
Dan, we're trying to trick him into saying that's true, bro. Like,
There's
come on.
no-
Steven, you're on my team.
It's true.
He did not.
Steven,
break it.
you're on my team. What are you talking about?
It's false.
I was
Dude,
goalie, man. I had all the.
if that's the case, I'd be buying you flowers right now and headed like to St. Joe's or something. You would have broke your back in like 3
I
places.
would have not broken my back. Stop.
I can't get up.
No, okay,
Yeah.
relax. I don't need life alert. We're fine. Okay, boys, all jokes aside, weekend results. We're going to be talking about it. I will have to say one thing. Casemiro loves to be suspended. He really does.
It's not a red card, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's not a red card. That's not. His left foot gets the ball, and his right foot misses it, and he slightly gets him with the bottom
I
of
could
the
under-
slot.
Stat, it was like in all 9 seasons of La Liga, he never got 1 red card.
Yeah.
Comes to the Prem first season, already 2 cards.
I mean,
Red
I
card.
can understand why, but it's like the guy, he's already sliding. He already has the momentum to try to get the ball. It's like he can't just automatically stop himself as soon as he gets to the guy's leg.
Yeah, but he makes contact with the ball first before he makes contact with the guy.
Yeah,
It
but
You're saying that's a yellow card.
Yeah,
That's
it was-
rightfully a yellow.
It wasn't a red. It was just a dangerous challenge, though.
No, but
Probably
it's
shouldn't have
a
done that.
yellow, though. That's
Yeah.
Steven, we know this. It was a
Yeah.
caution. That's 110%
Yeah.
caution. I
If
agree.
you're going for the ball, and it's just like you have no malicious intent or anything. I mean, I feel like it's a yellow.
well, it depends.
mean,
You could be
he was going for the
Roy
ball.
Keane against
Oh.
Holland's father, and just completely end the guy's career. But I don't think Casemiro was.
Or
targeting
you
that
could
guy.
be like, oh, what was that? What was that Mexican guy's name that played for PSV that broke Luke Shaw's leg? Because 3 weeks later he did the
Edson
same
Alvarez?
thing. No. Because 3 weeks later he did the same thing to someone else in the Eredivisie.
Gutierrez? I'm not really.
Jimenez?
I'm not
I don't
That's
know.
the only Mexican I know.
It's only good Mexican. But anyways, yeah, it was like that. It wasn't like that level of a studs up challenge. Like it wasn't like he went foot straight into the leg. He went for a challenge. He got the ball first, but he did slightly clip him, so that's a yellow card.
Yeah.
I don't know, these prem refs. They love
But-
they love to
He's
just
suspended for 4 games.
Anthony Taylor
yeah
is
4
terrible.
games for his what?
Anthony Taylor is such
4
a bad
games, that's
referee.
Yeah,
wild,
he's so
man.
bad.
Terrible.
Suspend them from 1, 2.
United
Okay,
didn't decide
4.
to appeal it
Well, no, the
or
problem
anything.
is that it was his second red card of the season. So when you have your second straight up red card, you get suspension.
That's.
I mean, United didn't decide to appeal it. or
I'm glad
anything.
I'm playing Friday night leagues.
I'm glad I'm playing Friday
Yeah, why didn't United appeal that?
because it's with the prem they rarely appeal.
He wouldn't win that.
They rarely appeal referees things like referees calls. There we go.
Yeah.
Because they like to have solidarity with the referees, and they won't stand out and try to go against what they say, which is very frustrating. Very frustrating.
So for the weekend results, are we starting with Saturday, or are we just instantly jumping into your favorite team?
I'm sorry, no, I had to talk about the red card because it was really frustrating.
okay,
But
sorry.
I mean, the weekend it was only just Sunday when we're talking
Saturday
about.
too.
Well, Saturday was a whole bunch of other leagues. I want to go into the Prem primary, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Bundesliga. But there's a whole bunch of MLS stuff where if you'd like to find out what happened in the MLS this week, you can tune in Thursdays 9 to 10 on.
It's called soccer.
Okay, Steven, do I have to do this for you? It's called soccer. All right, plain and simple.
You're the best.
He was worried about me yelling, man.
Okay,
He was
but
worried about me. He wanted me to switch to that microphone, man.
I mean, I
Thing
do.
is, that's how you say the name. You have to
Yeah,
say it.
that's how you say the name. You have to
It
yell
has
it.
to be
I
emphasized.
agree. It is
Yeah.
called football.
It is. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, you silly goose. But anyways, if we're gonna talk about other results, I mean, the Prem primarily played on Sunday, and then
Saturday.
we had the Europa League actually. So let's talk about this for a second, because, everyone's making jokes about United. This show last week, The amount of 7-0 jokes that were made to me. Even while we were on the show recording, I got sent 3 Instagram memes by the people right in front of me who was recording at the same time. Pretty fun. It wasn't. Anyways, we should talk about it just because for the sole fact that Arsenal drew, who are seen as favorites. United won 4-1 because they're gods. And Roma obviously doing a number and sort of... this is the one storyline I want to hit. If we have a Europa League final of Roma versus Man United...
United's going to win.
I don't know because Mourinho...
Hold on. You honestly, like, deep down in your soul think Roma going all the way to the finals again?
I'm just saying,
Come on,
Mourinho, dude.
Come on, man.
Dude, it's the Mourinho factor. You can't deny it.
Without Dybala showing up every game, they have no chance. He played another great game on Thursday.
I mean, the same thing can be said about Juve right now because they're struggling in the Europa League as well.
Di Maria's back hurts.
As I'm saying, Di Maria is the one been carrying you.
Hey, bro, don't sleep on Roma.
That's what I'm saying. I think Roma.
By the way, their last game they lost 4-3 to Sassuolo. Just to let you know.
Yeah, but
that was a good game.
They lost 2-1 to Cremonese. Just to let you know.
No. The City A.
They lost to Salzburg 1-0. Just to let you know.
The City A is like the most competitive it's been.
He turned my mic off. This is crazy.
Yeah, because dude, I'm trying to make a point. You're trying to interrupt me. That's not how it works here. You know that. We don't talk over each other. We give each other time to speak. You know the rules, Dejan. Don't go into timeout.
Not if you're wrong.
Wait, real quick. Cremonese, that was their first Serie A win against Roma.
They got 2 wins against Roma.
Really? That's
They got
crazy.
Coppa Italia, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Roma's not winning.
And you think they're going all the way to the final?
Okay, I was just saying storyline. I said it was a storyline, Dejan, of like what if. Can I pose what ifs? We're a soccer show. We're allowed to talk about what ifs. Okay?
What if they didn't go to the final?
Okay, well then, I was trying to make the storyline of like, oh, Mourinho playing against his ex-club who he won the Europa League with. That was the point I was trying to make.
I mean, there's lots of clubs that Mourinho coached that technically he'd, be facing his old self again.
No, but I'm saying in regards
Inter,
of...
Porto.
I'm saying in regards of what if he made it for a final. Because right now, when we're talking about just Europa League, the teams that he's priorly coached for is just Man United that's in it right now.
To be honest, it was a convincing win, 2-0 against Real Sociedad, who aren't really they're not a banter club per se. They're actually a pretty good club.
They're all right.
Right now, they're currently 4th place in La Liga. So
Do you want
2-0 win? It's actually pretty good.
Do you want to guess who scored for Roma? The second goal.
I know both of them already. So.
His name is Kumbula, and he's an Albanian.
Yeah, but he also.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, but
are you gonna
that's not even the best
goal?
part about it. The fact that the best player at Roma was a Serbian Nemanja Matic, who's 35 years old, who played at 8.0 in the midfield.
That's not besides the point.
Are you guys gonna ignore the Italian that scored the first goal?
Okay, hey.
He's not even Italian, but we'll claim him.
Hey, Luke. Shush. I'm just joking. No, but like seriously, okay, there's a whole bunch of storylines and things that are going on, right? Because we have our Champions League preview that's going to be going on this week that we're going to be discussing, right? Because we have big matches coming up. So just to sort of hit in just the week's results in general, because we did have our show air on Wednesday, but we weren't really we recorded it on Monday, so we weren't really here for the live results and such to discuss with the audience. So if we go back to last Wednesday, last Tuesday, let's start with Chelsea versus Dortmund, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, Chelsea's down in the dumps. Like, they're going to get knocked out. They're not going to do that well. But with a surprisingly result back against a Dortmund team that we've seen to play insanely well this season. I think they've had some of the best playing form they've had in a while. And to get that result, I think, was pretty impressive for Chelsea.
They played really well.
Well, here we go. Time to poke holes.
Time to poke holes.
Chelsea bought that win. Kai Havertz's penalty was not. It hit off the post, and then they made him retake even though the guy was on the line.
Yeah.
So
I don't
that's
think that should have been a retake.
that's very fraudulent right there, especially for our owner who buys players that a total came to $600 million.
So here's the thing,
and could barely scrape out a 2-1 win against Dortmund.
But Dortmund's not it's not like Dortmund's a B-Tech side of the Champions
They are
League.
B-Tech.
They're
They
not
only
a
have
B-Tech
Jude Bellingham.
side. They only have Jude Bellingham, dude. They have Seb Haller. The man beat cancer to come back to play football.
And how many goals has he scored since he came back?
Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Go for it.
0.
If he scored more than 5, I'll give you your props.
He scored 1 goal since coming back from cancer.
Thank you.
Dejan, you try coming back. You try coming back from falling off the floor and scoring, and then talk to me, bro.
I did. Ask Steven. I did. Ask Steven.
No, I'm just joking. But seriously, like, this Dortmund side's not a joke for them to still be in the Champions League over some of the likes of other
I think it was their
clubs.
first defeat of 2023.
Yeah.
Surprising they came against Chelsea, but I'm still not convinced.
Okay, Wolf, Ozcan, like who are these unknown
I
ballers,
think we're
bro?
named Sterling.
Who's Mayer? Who's their goalie? Number 33.
Meyer?
Yeah,
That was
Alexander
actually-
Meyer,
that was
31
actually-
years
that was
old.
actually his first European
Appearance.
appearance. Yeah.
Like who are these unknown ballers, bro?
Gio Reyna played all right.
Yeah, Gio Reyna played well, but I mean,
It was a really good. It was a very good like
I
game.
enjoyed it.
It was just I don't know if Chelsea had that like Raheem Sterling goal that was like kind of weird.
I mean, here's the thing: for Chelsea to do this without again Aspi, Mendy, Mount, Conte, or Thiago Silva, I think it's just impressive.
It is.
I think
Especially someone like a
Mount isn't.
Am I allowed
No,
to?
but I'm just saying for the fact of not having Thiago Silva, one of the more consistent center backs for the past couple of seasons.
Yeah.
I think that's the part that impresses a lot of people the most.
I think well, with the likes of Bashila and what do you call it, Fofana, I mean,
Well,
they're perfectly fine back
Well,
there.
the thing is, surprisingly, it was Koulibaly, Fofana, and Cucurella that played.
Can I like be honest?
Defense is
Yeah, but this is a sports talk show. You can talk
if-
about however you feel.
If Chelsea wanted to be title contenders again, they'd have to get rid of Chilwell and Cucurella. I don't.
Chilwell and
I don't-
Cucurella?
Chilwell's been Chilwell's been.
I don't like Chilwell, man.
I don't know.
Cucurella 100% has to go. That guy is fraudulent.
I mean,
They just brought him in though. They're
No,
not
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Chilwell's not at the levels of Roberto Carlos, but
Like-
he's a great player.
Chelsea would be losing 1-0 in maybe like the 85th minute, and he'd get the ball, and instead of passing it to Mudryk or whoever's on the left wing, he'd pass it right back to the center back. Even if the winger's open, he just consistently give it right back to the center back. It's like watching my country play all over again, and I just want to like sit there and just turn off the TV.
So here's the thing, right? When it comes to talking about Chelsea, Chilwell, and such, the only issue is that Chelsea is sort of forced to play like a 5 at the back system because of having the likes of Chilwell and Reece James. Because they're both like wing-back, forward-centric fullbacks, where even though they will defend pretty well, you can't insult their defensive numbers. They're actually pretty solid. They still have to press up higher and be sort of these attacking wingers that they need to be.
So I think it works well.
I don't necessarily know who else they'd get at left wing back. I think Cucurella could go and just keep Chilwell as a left wing back.
The only way you get rid of Cucurella if it's like they can sell him for like a swap deal of some sort, where it's like, oh, we'll give you Cucurella if you give us someone else, you know.
Yeah, but
That's the only way. I think that's the only way I see him going because Cucurella is still on a big contract as well.
whether or not they're still gonna lose money. They paid like what 55 mil for him.
They're not gonna lose
Should
money.
have let him left to City, man.
No, they shouldn't have bought him at all. Like 55 million for
Look,
Cucurella. The guy can barely see when he walks.
Look, the only reason why he sold for that much because he still had, I think, 2 years left on his contract. He was a primary player for Brighton.
Yeah.
So Brighton's like, cool. If you're gonna take one of our better players, you're gonna have to pay us out for it. Especially if you're taking our top manager as well. And now we obviously have Serbi doing well with Brighton as well. So,
Serbi's amazing, man.
Yeah, he is. But he still need. Here's the thing. I don't think we should give him as much praise too fast, just because of it's still only his first like six or 7 months. Because here's the thing. If we set such a high expectation of like, oh, he's doing great, and then as soon as he starts going a dip in form and sort of stabilize a bit in his performances, then we're gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with the Serbi? He's looking bad, blah blah blah. So it's like acknowledge he's doing well, but let's not get too hyped about it.
I mean, from what I saw Brian like 2 years ago, Brian was like they just had Malpe. That's really all I remember. All they had was Malpe, and now they actually have players that I actually enjoy watching Brian play.
I hate that guy.
Well, even like
No, I
Neil
hate
Maupay,
Malpe
I
too,
talk about.
but
Yeah,
I actually enjoy watching Brian play like
Well, here's the thing, like
Mitoma,
last season,
Ferguson.
here's the thing. Last season, Brighton was able to do it with only Sally March, what's his face, Danny Welbeck, and then Trossard.
Yeah.
With that front three, and then now they have like Mitoma. Even though they sold Trossard, they still have a forward line that's been playing lights out in the Premier League.
Exactly.
So, just to continue on with our European roundup before we hop straight into, our Premier League and such roundup. Of course, Forza Milan, they beat Tottenham.
We're not gonna talk about Benfica.
Forza Milan.
Okay, Benfica won 7-1 in aggregate. Like, what do you want?
Considering that you don't want to talk about probably one of the best clubs right now that are playing as decent football as Napoli, it is shocking to me.
Yeah, Benfica.
Benfica have been on a
said it before,
complete
I think they have
tear
I think they have a really good
throughout the
chance
whole
of getting
European
far in this tournament.
tournament. They've been on a
If they didn't
tear.
saw the likes of Enzo Fernandez, I would have said they went to the semis.
Even if they did, their center mids are still doing.
Yeah, and
Way more.
Ramos is
Here's the thing.
in the-
If it was Benfica against any other team, I would give the praises. But it's Benfica against a Club Bruges ran by Scott Parker, who's one of the worst coaches you'll
No,
ever.
but
Well, sorry,
it's not-
I mean-
it's not only that they've been performing really well before.
No, I know, I do, but I'm just saying, it's like I would love to give him praise on any other one, but this game I sort of don't want to give praise about because I don't want to just talk trash about Scott Parker the whole time and how bad of a manager he is.
They're gonna get a test now because Club Brugge is not there anymore. They're gonna get a real club.
Also, they're on like 8-win streak right now.
Just to let you know, Benfica's group was also PSG and Juventus, and they topped the group.
Yes, so in the group, we did give them their praises and their flowers. They did really well in the group. I did discuss that when they first got out of
and
the
they're
group.
still doing good.
Yeah, they did good against a team managed by Scott Parker. I don't want.
Well, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to play against
No,
PSG
but I'm
and
just
Barcelona?
saying,
It's
yeah.
pretty random.
But
I think they beat any top side right now.
any top side.
No,
I think
Come on.
they could compete against the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern.
They could definitely Bayern crazy, Real Madrid even
I think they
crazy.
could
No.
Against Chelsea, 100% got them.
You
taking
guys
it
are just sleeping. right now.
100%.
Chelsea maybe, but I can see them getting knocked out by a City very easily.
I watched the games against Juventus and PSG, and they could.
No, they look really good.
they
Don't get me
look
wrong.
Extremely good.
But I'm just saying, I don't know if they can handle a Bayern
As
or a
soon
City.
as I saw that Bayern, my team, drew against PSG, I knew I just didn't even sweat it. That front three is like having oil, water, and like Capri Sun in it. It's horrible. It's like
it just doesn't blend
mix.
well. We get what you're trying to say. Okay. But no, so let's hop into the next set of games, right? So AC Milan, Tottenham, Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
They beat me. They beat Tottenham. Thank God.
Forza Rossoneri is what
Now
it's supposed to be.
Tottenham getting a red card obviously messed up the game with having to
Romero.
play a back three with Romero, Lenglet,
Brexit
and
or
Davies.
exit.
Yeah, Brexit or exit. Plain and simple. Now
No.
this Milan team.
Frauds.
What?
Frauds.
Frauds? Why are they
Yeah,
frauds?
They're a good team.
They're a good team when they play in the Champions League. When they play in Serie A, they're horrible. They're like Roma.
Recently, they've been horrible. Yeah.
Horrible, man. I don't know what's going on. They won the title last year. Now they're just playing like pool.
I just don't think that they reinforced properly.
Yeah.
Because if we look at the team right now, they still rely on the likes of a Zlatan and a Giroud to carry them up front.
They stayed stagnant, but to be fair, like the Catalere, he hasn't even.
He's been terrible.
He's
He's a young kid, but he hasn't been good.
So why is Ante Rebic still in the squad? I don't know why that guy's still there.
I mean, why he's still there?
Why
Rebic
is he
is a
there?
good player. What are we talking about?
He's a good player.
Yes.
He's alright.
He might not be what he once was, like a Frankfurt or such, but he's still a good squad player.
Why is Simon Cayer there?
I mean,
Kair, what do
they're
you mean?
all
He was
old
one of the top defenders.
They're old players. You need young players. You need like young, experienced players. Like someone like a Tonali.
Yeah,
Tonali
but-
came
yeah,
in at like
they have-
20 years old.
Tonali's
Yeah,
great.
but,
He's amazing.
you're talking about Italy, where the teams are predominantly older.
Also,
where
on top
where
of
you're
that-
able to get away with older players.
They did buy a Malik Tia from Schalke, who has played amazing ever
been
since he
great.
started.
Yeah, I think
They
Tia's
have to
doing really
rely
well
on
as
their
well.
young players.
The main reason why they're not, I've been watching them a lot. The main reason why they're not where they were last year, Leao has not been on the same
I
level.
agree.
Last year
Yeah.
he was incredible every game, but he's still,
Well, even I think he was doing well until the World Cup came around. To be honest,
Pioli said it himself. He does everything correct in practice, but in games he just does completely the opposite.
it might just be a mental thing.
he might go in the summer.
Probably.
Where though?
I know Madrid. I fear things.
Not
Madrid.
Madrid.
You think he's
he
taking
would-
Vinny's
he-
spot?
Not
But here's the
Madrid.
thing: he wouldn't take Vinicius Junior's spot
Or
he
Rodrigo's.
He doesn't play well outright. No, he could probably start with
He
Rodrigo.
would. He would start.
He could probably. But he wouldn't play well outright, and he's not gonna take that striker spot because Benzema still has another season.
Benzema's horrible. I will say that to the day I die. I hate Benzema with a strong passion.
Me too.
He is the biggest fraud in soccer history.
What are you
I
talking
cannot
about?
stand him. He is so bad. The fact that he gets a Ballon d'Or over Lewandowski scored more goals than Benzema's whole
Factos.
career. His whole career.
Benzema had a better year than Lewandowski.
No,
Benzema had a
no.
better
I
year
don't
than
know.
Lewandowski.
Whoa, the disrespect on Benzema is just insane.
Dude, he's bad. He doesn't move.
How is he bad?
Bro, you had to see his whole season from start
No,
to
bro.
beginning. That literally was
Bro,
one of the best
I will
seasons
say-
an individual player could probably have in his whole career.
I will say I am a Benzema hater. I think he did deserve the Ballon d'Or last year because of the Champions League.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
but he had but the guy had one good year, and all these other great players.
Yeah,
that
but
deserve
Benzema's
Ballon d'Ors.
always
Bro,
been solid for Real Madrid.
He's always been not even
How,
for
how
Real
long
Madrid.
has it been
ever
since
since-
Ronaldo and Bale left Real Madrid?
Okay, yeah, ever since
He
Ronaldo
just
left,
now-
he's been carrying
just
them.
now
He's
started.
been carrying them since he left. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro!
He's been carrying that club on
No.
his back since he left.
No.
Look at
To
the
be
numbers.
fair.
Go on your laptop or your phone. Pull up Karim Benzema's
And don't even just pull up the numbers from Real
and
Madrid.
compare
Pull
it
up
to the rest of the
pull up
team.
the numbers from Lyon when he was at Lyon as well.
Last year
He
he
has
carried them.
56 goals in Lyon. He didn't score that much. Lewandowski scored more goals in the Polish league than he scored in
Okay,
Lyon.
cool, Leon. Whatever.
That's the Polish league.
We're talking. Okay, no, we're talking
Not
about
only that, he
we're-
played in the Champions League with Lyon.
Okay, look, we're talking about just purely Real Madrid. And let's talk about since Ronaldo left, because him playing with Ronaldo, he was constantly playing like that Rooney role of setting up Ronaldo. Playing
trying to do
simple.
math.
Let's look at the season from when Ronaldo left to now. Look at Benzema's contributions, because ever since Ronaldo left, he was the only one scoring for that club, dude.
God, the disrespect is crazy.
I can understand Dejan.
Lewandowski total, he has 510 total goals throughout his
Bro,
career.
Lewandowski's playing in the Bundesliga.
Plus his international, he has 587. Let's see how much
Bro,
Benzema
look at
has.
look at Lewandowski's replacement, Choupo-Moting. He already has 10 plus goals in the Bundesliga.
Giroud has more international goals than Benzema.
Because Benzema was blacklisted from the French national team.
587, remember, for Lewandowski.
587. We're not talking about whole career. We're talking about Ballon d'Or in the past couple of seasons. But anyways,
Lewandowski, he did play internationally from January 2007 to November 2022.
Yeah,
and in
but
all that, he got 37
He
goals.
wasn't a starting player.
yeah, but he
And on top of that, he scored 434 goals throughout his whole career. As a striker, your job is to what? Put the ball in the back of the net.
But
who put the ball in the back of the net better, Benzema or Lewandowski?
But Dejan, we're talking about. I made the point. We're talking about from when Ronaldo left to now, because you can't compare from before with Ronaldo. Because who's primarily scoring all the goals? Ronaldo and Bale.
But even when Ronaldo
So what
left,
I'm
Modric won it before him.
What I'm saying is pull up the numbers.
Modric won before him.
Pull up the numbers.
Modric
Pull up the
won.
numbers. Pull up the numbers. See what he's done from the season Ronaldo left. So the season he started playing on his own up front.
What season did he leave?
Ronaldo went in 2018.
18.
So
Something like
2018,
19.
Benzema had 32 games, 5 goals.
When?
The season that he left.
Okay.
2017 to 2018, 32 matches, 5 goals.
No, 18-19. It's not 2017-18.
18-19, 36 games, 21 goals.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Next
but it's
season.
Next season, 21 goals, same thing.
Okay, next
He
season.
played even more matches. He still got the same as last year.
Okay, next season.
23,
Okay, next season.
27.
Okay, next season.
He has 11 right now. He's not even in the top. He's not even the top goal scorer in La Liga.
Okay, cool. He's at 11 right now. So let's look at Champions League as well.
But he's not better than Lewandowski.
We're not saying he's better. I never said that he was
But
better.
there's
No one here
there's
was
no
saying
way
he's better.
that he should have a Ballon d'Or and
We're
Lewandowski
talking about
shouldn't.
the calendar year. He had a
We're
better
talking about
calendar
the season
year.
he had for the win the Ballon d'Or.
He deserved the Ballon d'Or.
No, but for the
He
Ballon
deserved the
d'Or,
Ballon d'Or.
we're talking about
Congrats.
the
He can
calendar
score
year.
goals against bums in the Champions League. All right, congrats.
Oh my.
So Lewandowski was doing the same thing. So he's the same bums,
Man
bro.
City,
We're talking about PSG.
Chelsea, Liverpool.
Chelsea,
and you're calling them
Are these not bums?
Well,
What?
bro, wait,
Liverpool just lost 1-0 to Bournemouth.
Bro, we're talking about last year.
Even last year.
Oh my days.
Bro, Liverpool are always
So what
horrible.
about PSG? What about Man City? What about Chelsea?
PSG could spend as much money. PSG could buy the whole of Dubai
Those
if
are
they
literally
wanted
the
to.
best
And they would
teams.
still never win the Champions League.
If you were to name the best teams in Europe, those are the teams.
Dude,
on your list.
my
back,
country's
Dejan. Welcome
best
back.
soccer team won the Champions League before they did, bro. They're horrible. You could give them the best players in the whole world right now. They still wouldn't win it. They're horrible.
Oh my God.
You will never get a Champions League out of PSG. Never. I don't
But
care.
that's not what we're talking about. You're switching points. We're talking about Benzema, and you brought up the point of the Ballon d'Or. We're talking about Benzema in that calendar
When
year.
I-
In that calendar year, he had a better calendar year than Lewandowski. Lewandowski, prior to that, had better calendar years, and he was actually up for contention for a Ballon d'Or,
Multiple.
and yet he had 2 stolen from him.
Okay,
So
so
none of us are
about
disagreeing with
So
that point.
20
No one here is saying that Benzema is better than Lewandowski. All we're saying that we don't agree with your misjudgment of saying that Benzema is a bad player.
He
That's
is
all we're
bad.
saying.
he is a bad player.
It's not bad. He's not
terrible.
bad.
He's terrible.
He's not bad.
He should not be compared to Suarez and Lewandowski. That's my opinion.
What?
Yeah, he shouldn't.
He should not. If you seriously think that Benzema should be in the same argument as Suarez and
I'm
Lewandowski,
not. Hold on,
you
hold
are
on.
delusional.
Hold on. I'm not saying that.
Delusional.
No one here is saying that. No
Okay,
one here is
can
saying
I
that.
say something?
Yes.
So those were his numbers, right? Right now, Lewandowski has 21 matches, 15 goals in La Liga. So he has more than Benzema.
Okay.
He came into Benzema's league and is still scoring more goals than him.
Okay, cool. But what we're talking
And
about,
he kicked his butt in the last 2 El Clásicos.
what we're talking about, you mentioned last season. All right, you talked about Ballon d'Or, and that was the last calendar year we were talking about. So the calendar year of 2022. Who had a better 2022, Benzema or Lewandowski?
Benzema, obviously.
Benzema had a better 2022. That's
Yeah,
all we're talking about. We're not saying
Hold on.
that Benzema is the best striker of all time. We're not saying that he's better than Lewandowski.
In 2022,
We're just saying that he just deserves his flowers for having good performances.
2022, Benzema had 27 goals in La Liga.
What about Champions League?
Lewandowski had 35.
Out of all those goals in the Liga, those contributions literally helped them win La
All
Liga.
right, so in the Champions League, let's see. So
And the Champions League goals as well. All of his goals contributed to some type of title.
So 2021-2022, Lewandowski had 13 goals in the Champions League.
He single-handedly carried them that year. Last
13.
Year. Yeah.
Didn't win.
Benzema had. Let's see, where is it?
How many goals and assists? Don't just
Benzema had 12.
12 goals.
12 goals.
How many assists?
He had 2 assists.
Okay. And
pretty good.
how many assists did Lewandowski have?
Lewandowski
Benzema
had.
in the Champions League, he had 12 goals.
Yeah, he had 12 goals in Champions League. He was doing really good.
I had more.
No, 12 goals is
It's amazing.
12, 13
And Lewandowski
goals
had
is-
5 assists.
I thought he was coming close to breaking Ronaldo's record.
You thought wrong.
No, wait.
No, wait, for a single campaign.
For
Lewandowski
a
had
Champions League campaign.
So
Lewandowski had 3 assists.
I'm pretty sure he
Okay.
came close, or he tied with Ronaldo.
Tied
So-
Ronaldo, that's crazy.
what we're going to say is that no one here is disrespecting Lewandowski. So Dejan, take it down a notch. All we're saying is that the player does deserve his flowers. He's not as bad as you're making it out to be. Plain and simple.
I promise you he's bad.
So now let's put this discussion.
He's leading you on
Put
to
a pin on
something
it.
that he is not. He is not
No,
a
wait,
good
Benzema
player.
had 15 goals that
15?
Champions League.
Am I
Yeah.
looking at the wrong one?
Yeah,
I am looking at the wrong one. 15.
Yeah.
15 goals. Okay. So Dejan,
Talk about 15 goals.
we're gonna go back to our topic, but we're gonna leave it
Lewandowski
at
did that in
this.
2019, 2020.
Yeah, and he deserved the He
Yeah,
deserved
he
the
deserved
Ballon
the Ballon d'Or
d'Or,
that year.
and it was stolen from him.
I agree, he was the best player that year.
Dejan,
But
I don't
I'm
think you
trying to
understand.
tell you,
You're
man,
having an
that's
argument with
that-
the wrong
that's
people.
COVID year?
Benzema's
No one
not a good
here,
player.
no one here is saying that Lewandowski's
Ben-
bad. All we're trying to
I know, but
say.
Benzema's not a good player, bro.
Yes, he-
I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, we're putting a pin in it. We're going to the next discussion. We're going to the
Okay.
next discussion. We're putting a pin in
That's
it.
fine.
We're putting a pin in it. That's it.
Bro.
That's it. We're done. On to the next one. All right, Bayern PSG. We're gonna talk about that game.
What do you want to talk about? Complete and utter destruction from my team.
Yes. So we're gonna talk about how Hakimi was actually able to make a performance, even though he's currently under.
Nah, he
Certain
didn't make a
allegations.
performance.
The guy,
Like,
Yeah, like
No, he played well. Not,
I don't believe that.
What?
The guy's a God-fearing man. I don't believe that he did any of that.
Well,
There's
here's
no
the thing.
shot.
So we don't have enough evidence to have
There's
or
no
make
way.
our own opinions or conclusions on it. And nor do I want the show to spew any opinions or conclusions. We're gonna say that the fact that he was still able to have a performance and still play, even though there's still stuff going on.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Terrible.
He played terrible, but
But didn't he play 7.0? He didn't do that.
That
bro.
was-
Yeah, the ratings though.
you can't just solely look at the foot mob ratings.
I watched the
Okay.
game. He
So-
barely did anything.
There's the eye test and then there's the foot
the whole
mob test.
PSG squad was just.
Well, here's
Well, that's-
so
mid,
here
and it-
so here's the topic discussion I want to have with you
I'm trying
guys,
to tell
right?
You guys are mid.
So
They're not bums.
I think that Galtier is a good
They're not
manager.
bums.
I think Galtier is a good manager. I like Galtier.
I agree. He's not bad.
he's all right.
PSG
I just
quality,
think I think he is a PSG quality. I think the problem is that PSG is trying to be a Galactico and not be a club that they can be. Because the problem is that they relied so much on spending an over amount of money on players when it hasn't gotten them anywhere farther than what they've gotten in the past.
Yeah.
Obviously, the one argument you can make is Kylian Mbappe. Of course, they bought him for 180 million from Monaco. But still, even with having a Kylian Mbappe, someone who broke the goal record for the most goals scored as a PSG player.
201.
Yeah, 201 goals.
That makes Cavani look like nothing.
Yeah.
I thought Cavani was like this
Yeah.
amazing striker. Turns
So-
out he's
He
nothing.
was, but
He's
So-
still pretty good.
And Mbappe's 24 and he broke his record. Jesus.
I know.
God knows how many more he's gonna break.
So, I do think that this team needs a lot of reworking
he needs a lot of reworking.
because the
He needs a
fact
whole board.
because Daniel
A competent board.
I think
I'm
they,
gonna
just
say
need-
this-
they need to stop focusing on the superstars and everything. They need to,
So-
they need to just like.
Yep.
So this is why I brought this up. I want to do a little cool segue segment of a stay, loan, sell
Sell the whole team.
for PSG. Okay, down. Come on. Let's
Sell the
just-
whole team. Keep
I
Mbappe.
think so too.
Yeah, down.
Mbappe-
We
I
have
don't
we
think-
have,
I
we have
don't
a
think
show.
Mbappe
I,
might
I
leave.
think sell the whole team and just.
Hold on, guys. We have a show. We're trying to fill time, so we got to talk about people and
Okay.
things.
I'd probably
So-
just keep like.
So do you guys just mind like playing along with my little fun idea?
I'd keep like
Appreciate
four players, maybe
it. Okay, first off, there's 4 goalies.
5.
4 goalies plus Keylor Navas on loan, or did they buy him? I think it's a loan,
Killer
right?
Navas is on loan.
Yeah. So 4 goalies plus Keylor Navas on loan.
Donnarumma's horrible. Sell.
Yeah, Donnarumma overhyped. Now for defenders.
Okay.
Now here's the, so the goalies, Letelier and Lavallee, I don't have opinions on, so I can't say if they're bad or
I
not.
don't even know.
I don't know who they are, so I can't say sell, go, whatever. Maybe put them 2 up for loan, whatever. Sergio Rico, sell. Let Kaylor come back.
Retire.
Sell all the goalies and keep Navas.
Oh my!
I mean,
The guy won 3 Champions
Yo,
Leagues.
It's
Bro,
Kaylor Navas. Have you guys?
Keylor Navas in goal?
All I'm gonna say is, have you seen Kaylor Navas at Forest lately.
Yeah,
My
first
God.
2 games he got a man of the match.
He's the most underrated goalie. Like
We all agree with you. We all agree.
in my opinion, he's the best goalie that I've seen.
He got
Well, not performance wise.
Wait.
Courtois' performance was the best I saw. But
Wait.
I mean, of all time, he's the best. He's
Dejan, Courtois
All time?
against Liverpool. Dude,
Are you mad?
Also, Dejan, this is a younger audience we're talking about here, so you can't.
All time. How old are you?
Casillas was better for your club.
I was about like. He's not that older than me. What are you talking about?
I can't.
He's only 19.
Oh man, I can't. Steven, that was good. That was really good. I like
Don't get me
that.
wrong.
He's not even the young generation. He's like 3 years off of me.
I'm talking about my generation. I think Navas is the best goalie.
No shot.
Well, I can't.
Not even that. Oh my lord. What
I
is
gotta
wrong
say,
with
guys,
you
you're low key like
All right,
insulting.
but mine was okay.
You're
No,
low
his is
key.
fine.
You're low key.
His is
Look,
Here's-
you're
he's
low.
gonna say the hair.
You're
He's gonna
low
say the hair.
key. You're low key
gonna say
insulting.
the hair.
You're low key insulting Manuel Neuer. So Dan, watch your mouth before you talk. Thank you.
I said
Neuer. That's who's mine.
You're
Neuer's
low-
the best
you're
goalkeeper of all
key-
time.
You're low key
Probably,
insulting Manuel Neuer.
Alright,
Low key.
I agree with that.
Low key. But I will
Stick with
say,
this.
Thibaut Courtois' performance against Liverpool was absolutely insane.
Oh yeah.
Dan, you can't give me that look. Don't give me that look.
Neuer is the best goalkeeper of all time.
Okay, yeah, cool, but we're not talking about best
Courtois
of all time.
had a good game. Congrats.
Yeah,
What do you want me to say?
but what we're saying,
Won that game.
He's supposed to have a good game.
the
When you play for
opinion,
Real Madrid.
the opinion that was mentioned was one of the best performances they've ever seen,
Oh, that's crazy.
and Courtois' performance is probably one of the best performances that people will see.
Will?
Some people will see because we're talking
as well as goalkeeping wise.
because dude, that
True.
Did we not watch Manuel Neuer back in 2020? Someone's calling you, by the
yeah,
way.
someone is calling.
Someone's calling you to tell you how much they hate you.
And we're going to go on a quick break since we're getting a phone call. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We had to take a quick break there. We got a phone call. The listener was trying to get on air, but sadly they didn't talk back to us. It was a little sad, but, we're here. We're vibing. Got a vibe. Now, let's get back into our discussions. I hope we've all taken a nice little breath.
We haven't.
We haven't.
It continued.
We're in a tight, confined room, so it was a little hard to breathe in here. But anyways, stay, sell, or loan / release or whatever, because people have contracts or whatever ending. We're talking about PSG. Now, obviously, we agree they should bring back Keylor Navas and invest in a different keeper and sell what they have. We all are in agreement to that. We're leaving it there. Now, defenders. I think Sergio Ramos' contract expires at the end of the season. I think let his contract go out. Do not extend.
Yeah.
Danilo Pereira, I think they need to sell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Marquinhos, stay.
Oof.
I think just let him ride it out. Let him be there for who's going to come in.
No.
That's what they should have done with Thiago Silva. At
He's
the
been really
beginning.
rough. I don't know.
Why do you guys think no? Tell me.
I think no, because I think Marquinhos should have at least already won Champions League. He's a quality defender, and deserves at least to have one Champions League under his belt. Is he going to get it at PSG? I don't think so.
But is that on him or is that on the rest of the team? Because him and Thiago Silva were carrying that team for a long time.
It's 50-50. Because it's on him because he could ask for a transfer, but it's also on the team for playing so horrendous. So it's both of them take fault.
Because the thing is with Thiago Silva, with playing with Thiago Silva and having Marquinhos has been the one who's always had to play out of position or fill in certain spots because a lot of times when they have injuries in the midfield, Marquinhos sort of has to play as like that center defensive mid. Mm-hmm. And he has to like fill in and rotate all and around, which just shows how much of a complete player he really is. So I do think you need him to help the future, because we're talking about like objectively through the eyes of PSG and PSG fans, what would they want? And our opinions going into it. And I think they would want Marquinhos to stay to have them sort of help and thrive.
He's their captain.
100%.
Yeah, especially if you're going to bring in more defenders, you got to keep someone that's used to the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That's a good point.
Marquinhos just if this was maybe like a couple years ago, I'd probably say come to Bayern, but now I think you can stay where you are.
Oh yeah, I will say Bayern's looking too good right now. Juan Bernat, what do we think?
Bye bye.
So
Because you have Nuno Mendes and
Former Bayern player. Bye bye.
Bye. So we're thinking Juan Bernat out, or do we think maybe alone?
Out, man. I
let's
think
sell him.
Sell this guy.
Because there's nothing wrong with having a rotation player. Do we
He's 30
think?
years old. I mean, he's whatever.
Yeah.
He's whatever.
Kimpembe.
Kimpembe can stay. Kimpembe can play
I don't
multiple
know.
roles just like Marquinhos can. Kimpembe is a very good center back.
He's a young French talent. He's PSG Youth
27.
Academy. He's 27 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, he's getting old.
Yeah, I thought he was young too, but I checked it on my leg.
I mean, 27 is technically
He's like
young. He's not in his 30s.
yeah, but like
Prime.
he's sort of hitting his prime now. He's like sort of like those like wonder kids that never like grow old, like Jesse Lingard. Just give him another year, he'll hit it.
Well, he did at West Ham.
Oh yeah, of course. No, but so with Kimpembe,
I think
He's a decent defender.
He should stay until.
I think he could get a better defender though.
That's exactly why I say stay, because until they find a better defender, he should stay and just fill in that role. And whenever they do, he could play bench.
So what about Mukiele? Like he was a
could
recent
also
transfer. He was good, but do we think he's at the quality that PSG need?
Yes.
Because where do they see him? Do they see him as being that fullback, that wing back that he was playing at Leipzig, or is he going to be a center back?
He could play anywhere, to be honest.
But like, what do they need from
He's
him?
been playing the same as he was at Leipzig.
Should they loan him out? Maybe he can get comfortable somewhere else and then come back.
So
and
that's what I was thinking. But so let's say we throw him for the loan option. Where could he possibly go for a loan? What would be the best option for him?
Dortmund.
Like a lower French.
Dortmund. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Or maybe Dortmund. Too.
Because Dortmund right now do not have a solid right back. They have Wolf, right?
Yeah.
Wolf is okay, I guess. I don't know.
He's like a right mid.
I don't know
that's
too
been
much
forced to
about
play
him.
like right back.
But they need a right back.
Yeah.
They do have what's that guy?
Munier.
The Belgian guy, Munier.
Yeah, but he just came back from being at PSG.
Yeah. So I think Dortmund would be a perfect place for him to play in that right back position. Maybe even center back. Sule also could play right back. He played right back for Bayern. He started doing skill moves up and down the line and almost gave me a heart attack a couple times.
So I have a hot take. I think he should go to either Liverpool or Chelsea, or even Arsenal.
You want Chelsea to buy more players?
Chelsea needs another defender.
Well, no, alone I'm saying.
Out of all the defenders,
no, but I listed those three teams as an example of someone who can be versatile in their back line who might need some more coverage. Obviously, Chelsea, right? They have the coverage everywhere else, but besides right back, in my opinion.
No, Nottingham.
No, huh?
Nottingham.
Nottingham, they vault way too many defenders. They really have.
So Chelsea haven't?
No, but I think Liverpool. That's why I said Liverpool as well. Because Liverpool only have Trent. They have no one else for right back.
Yeah, that's true.
And he'd also serve as a center back option if in case that. Yeah, but Nico Williams is at Nottingham Forest, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. No, so that's why I think right back would be a good option
Trent's
because
also horrible. Don't tell me Trent's not horrible, man.
He's not a good defender, but he's a good he is a right mid. I don't know why he keeps playing right back. He's not
a center
fullback.
mid.
Yeah.
I promise you, he's a center mid.
I think he's your traditional right mid or center mid, but that's been forced to play right back for most of his career.
Fraud.
So, anyways, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think he could work at a Liverpool, because he'd be a center back option for in case either Matip gets injured, in case Van Dijk gets injured, or if Konate gets injured, they have that still rotating of a player, or even an Arsenal in case in case anything happens to Ben White, Tomiyasu. He's also just a good option to have in general. Yeah, we're talking
Gabriel.
Yeah, but we're talking about right backs as well, because he serves as both roles, as a right back and
they
a
have
back.
Cedric Suarez.
Cedric, bro.
They have who else do they have?
Dan, really? Cedric?
They have Mason Holgate. Who else do they have?
No, the Holgate. What do you mean? Holgate's at
Or Callum Chambers, whatever the guy's
Callum
name is.
Chambers and Mason Holgate are gone. They're both.
There's somebody
Mason
there,
Holgate's at Everton, and Callum Chambers is at Villa. I want to say.
Yeah, Villa. Either Villa or West Ham, one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those
Oh, it
two.
wasn't Holgate. I'm sorry. It was somebody else.
Are you thinking of Maitland-Niles?
No, not Maitland-Niles. I'll tell you.
Because he's
I'll tell
gone
you.
already. That's why I said him too.
What's his face? They also did just sign a Polish right back, Jakub Kiwor. Rob Holding, that's who it was.
Oh, Rob Holding.
Rob.
Okay.
They also have Zinchenko.
Yeah, but Zinchenko is like the left.
Zinchenko can play anywhere, man.
Yeah, but I think
City put him at center mid one time. He was
I think that if Granit Xhaka falls out of form or leaves Arsenal, Zinchenko should be your number 8 in that midfield.
I don't know. I feel like no.
Why?
Fabio Vieira or El Neni.
El Neni?
El Neni's still class, man.
No, he's not, bro. No, he's
it's fine.
not.
It's okay, guys.
No, argue with us, bro. He's not good.
No.
You want to argue now, but you argued before?
No, because you yelled at me before.
I did not yell
about me
at
arguing.
you.
So
No.
No, you guys have it. 3v1, you guys take it.
No.
Have at it.
Dejan. Anyways, on to the next defender now. Hakimi, if he's not behind bars.
So
They should probably keep him.
Sell him.
So poor Hakimi deserves it.
Sell him back to Madrid.
Deserves a bet. Hakimi coming to Bayern.
Bro, Carvajal's so bad.
I'll take him at right back.
Dude, you have Mazraoui when he's not injured.
Yeah, Mazraoui just had something with his heart, so cardiac arrest or something
Poor
like that.
guy. Heart arrhythmia.
I'll take him 100%. And plus, their teammates on the national team.
Bring him back.
Why not?
Madrid.
Chemistry?
He was born and raised in Madrid.
Yeah, but you guys sold him. That's on you.
You guys sell
they're-
everybody.
They're gonna have They're gonna have Carvajal's brain for like the next 3.5 years.
No.
Yo, literally, you're gonna download his brain.
Whenever Carvajal passes away or something like that, they're gonna keep his brain and put his brain into a robot, and that robot is gonna play right back for the rest of the
they're,
game.
they're literally gonna Walt Disney
I don't know
Danny
why
Carvajal.
they
35-year-old
You know
Carvajal,
what?
man.
They rejected Joao Cancelo because they're like, we're fine with Carvajal.
Cancelo too.
Yeah,
I
I
feel so
saw
bad.
it.
But Fabrizio Romano blows it. I'm like,
I feel so bad for
I don't even know
Cancelo. I feel
what's
so
wrong
bad
with
for him. He deserves to be starting for us.
Carvajal
Bro.
been playing there his whole life, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Protected by the club.
but Carvajal was always a good fullback though.
Yeah.
He was good. You can't say he was bad. He was good. He was good for the team. Wait, what are you yawning at because Carvajal's bad?
No, Carvajal's a good right back. I've never seen
And
anything
real
better.
quick, you're listening top of the hour on WMC Upper Montclair.
And this is
This is Dejan arguing with us. Anyways, Nuno Menj,
he
Stay.
could keep.
Stay.
stay.
He's young.
Young
he's
player.
really good still.
Keep
He has
him.
Potential.
Now into the midfield, guys. Marco Verratti.
Keep.
Great career, but sell.
Keep.
Time to go. He's been there for too long.
He's the heart and soul of that midfield.
He played awful. He's having an awful year against Bayern Munich too. He led to that goal. He gave
Steven?
away. He
To
lost
be
that
fair,
ball.
what is he
think
gonna do?
keep.
What is he gonna do against Bayern's midfield? To be
That's
honest,
true. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I think he's
Maybe
done.
if he-
Either
maybe-
that or just sell him
He's-
and go back to Italy.
Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
Loan him to Bayern, let him get built, and then let him come back to PSG.
For real, let me get jacked.
He's 30.
I think sell.
I would get rid of him.
I think it's
30?
time.
30.
Yeah, he's old
That's
now.
still young, man.
He's been there for.
No, but I
time.
think
Bro,
no,
Modric
but
is 37.
I think it's time for PSG to bring in a new guard
Yeah.
and just sort of rotate out some of the talent.
Well, they
Yo-
did
A
technically.
young Frenchman. Bringing a young Frenchman to the.
They should have gone Tchouaméni or Camavinga. I don't know why they let them go to Real Madrid.
Because they
But
wanted to go to.
Would you rather go?
They had the
Ardi,
choice.
Ardi, would you rather go to Real Madrid or PSG? Lie right now, man. I'm walking out.
Man United. Anyways,
Have fun in the.
I'm not lying. I told you, I'm not lying. Championship, we're third place. Anyways, Renato Sanchez.
Keep.
Nah.
He's been
Keep.
consistently injured. I'm worried for him.
That's not his fault.
Bro, he doesn't do anything.
It's not his fault. Once again.
I would keep him, but I'd make sure I get more people around him as well for if he gets injured.
This team's so
sell.
bad.
He's a very good center mid when
Bro,
he
he's
when
not.
he
He's
has.
not. He's not a bench center mid. He's a starting center mid. I think.
Yeah, but when he's injured most of the time, there's a problem though. There's
But it's
consistent
not
injuries.
his fault though. Like
No, but that's why I'm saying keep him, but you better have more center mid options besides only relying on Renato Sanchez.
Sell him. Let him. Sell him.
Fabian Ruiz,
keep him.
sell.
Sell. Sell.
Keep him.
I think Fabian Ruiz worked at Napoli.
Didn't.
He worked in that system, but I don't think he works in this PSG system because it's not built
They have so
to
many
support
players
him.
that they just
Keep
don't
him
use.
exactly why
This
he's
team
a,
is so bad. I can't even like.
he's a good role player.
Well, so you think as like a
Keep him like
as
you
like
know
as
you're
a
up
squad
3-0.
player?
Yeah, you're up 3-0. You have your star center mid who's getting tired. You want to keep him for like a crazy game. Sub in Fabian Ruiz.
Yeah, but Fabian Ruiz went from being a star player at Napoli to starting 38 games of the season.
Besmir told me one quote that he wants to build his teams so that whenever he takes off a player, it's like he never came off, and that's what I see Fabian Ruiz as. You sit there, you take off somebody like let's say a Vitinha, who plays amazing, and then sit there and you put in Fabian Ruiz, and it's like Vitinha still on the field,
Okay.
but just with less creativity and less pizzazz. But you
Alright.
still get the same amount of passing range and the same. He's a good role player.
I think Dejan sold me on it. Actually, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Carlos Soler.
Sell that one 100% sell.
Really?
Yes,
I
and
think
I have evidence to back it up. Yes.
They gotta keep him.
No, and I'll tell you why. PSG are so horrible that the fact that their owner is actually friends with the Valencia's owner. Valencia's owner was in debt a little bit, so PSG bought Carlos Soler for $55 million to get them out of debt. So that's why he's on the PSG squad right now. It's not because of his pure ability.
No, but
it's because
he
a
also,
friend is helping out his friend.
He also left because the Valencia president was like in like a backdoors meeting, like talking bad about him and such as well.
I mean, what I saw from the news report is the fact that he was in debt. They needed money. They're best friends with PSG's owner. PSG's owner said that I'll help you out. They bought their most expensive player. They're now out of debt, and that's how Carlos Soler ended up at PSG. It's not because think about it. Is Carlos Soler really a PSG-esque type player?
I mean,
Not really.
Carlos Soler, I like him because He can play multiple roles. He can play outright. He can be the center mid.
Outright where?
Right mid.
Right bench?
He's a
Right mid.
Right mid? No, man.
Yes, he can.
He originally played right mid.
Nah.
He played center mid and right mid for Valencia the whole time, dude. I'm just saying, Carlos Soler is, I think, the argument you're making before, if he's someone who's a rotation option.
What it tells me here is he played CDM, center mid, and cam. That's what I'm basically going off football.
I remember his FIFA card so well. It was right mid.
Maybe it was an SBC.
No, it wasn't. He literally made appearances at right mid for Valencia.
He made it, majority of his.
I mean, even for Valencia, 226 games, 36 goals.
He's a center mid. What do you want
but
from him?
now he has 6 goals in 27 games at PSG.
That's still.
We're also talking about Farmers League, so we can't go too crazy.
That's Farmers League.
Yes,
that is Farmers League.
Yes, PSG is a Farmers League. I agree. They play the league on Farmers League.
Anyways,
Anyways,
Electrician League.
Vitinha.
Vitinha stay.
Yes,
Stay.
I agree.
There's your new guard right there. There's number 1.
Now on to the forwards. Neymar.
I think he's leaving.
Sell.
Sal, get rid of him.
He's leaving
Yeah.
anyway.
So I'll take him gladly at Bayern. Even though I hate him at times, I still love him.
Lionel Messi.
He's leaving.
Sell.
Sell.
Horrible player.
Kylian Mbappe.
Sell.
He's leaving too. So
Is he gonna leave?
I
Keep.
think so. What? Why would he? He looks terrible.
But he's on to a 3-year contract.
Keep. He's gonna leave at 27 years old to go to Real Madrid. Keep.
Yeah, but how much money are Real got to pay because his contract's insane.
Does he want? Does he?
He's gonna leave as a free agent.
Does he want to stay on this terrible team? Like he look. It's not even his fault, but he looks terrible.
Clearly, he does. He's still here.
I feel like he's gonna ride it out. I don't even know.
I think he's gonna ride it out for another season and then wait to be bought.
He's crazy if he does that. I'd rather see
I
him
don't
on
think
Real
so.
Madrid than ruin his career in PSG.
Exactly.
I
he's
would.
not
It's
ruining
coming
his-
from me.
Okay, he's not really ruining his career though. I mean,
Team's terrible. He has no
broke
chance to
goal
win the
record.
Champions
He
League.
broke the goal record. He had
201 goals
things
is
to
really
finish.
not.
I mean,
Here's the
to
thing,
be a
he's-
top scorer of a club.
Here's the
break
thing.
that record.
He's at a club where he's guaranteed Champions League every year.
Yeah.
He's gonna be playing nonstop. He's gonna be able to pump the stats. And plus, I think with this upcoming transfer window, PSG might be able to build a strong team, especially with having a Galtier in charge who wants to be more of a tactician and focus on the game itself and not just buying Galacticos.
By the way, he could play anywhere. So that doesn't really Mbappe.
Oh yeah, Mbappe can really
So
play.
that
any
really
position
doesn't mean
up
anything.
front.
He could still get the same amount of playing time he gets just anywhere else.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying in the facts of like it will be easy for him. It's comfortable.
I'm with you. It's just like as it stands right now. Just to me, that midfield and back line is so bad that the forwards in the front have no help. That's why I say they should all just leave. I don't even care where they go. Just get out of that club. That's what I think.
They should. Here's a new one. They should fire the freaking scouting department and the whole department that buys players. They should be sold and retired and never touch a ball again.
Dude,
because the players they're scouting are horrible.
They brought in
Nuno
Nuno
Mensch,
Mensch.
okay.
Dude, they brought in Nuno Mensch, Mukiele.
Who's horrible?
They brought in Renato
Their team's
Sanchez.
so bad.
They brought in Vitinha. They brought in Carlos Soler. They brought in Fabian Ruiz. And they brought in Hugo Etike, bro. Who was playing at a rival club,
Atike is good.
getting 15-plus goals.
Atike is
They've
good. I'm
been
not saying
recruiting
anything
well.
about
They
Atike.
need time.
Carlos Soler is horrible.
I feel like their recruitment is like one of the best things. I feel like the star players outshine their recruitment. That's the
Because
thing. I feel like if you said-
Galtier
If they-
came
if
in,
they were
you said the
outshining,
players
they'd be winning
recruit, you
Champions
build a better
Leagues.
team.
Dude, Galtier came in, and the team is slowly improving one by one. You gotta understand, we're gonna see a new guard.
How slow
and
do you
new-
want them to improve?
Dude,
They're PSG.
Yeah, but dude, you can't.
They pay players in gold bricks.
You can't just throw money at a fire and expect it to be solved. Everything
could.
takes time. Look at Arsenal, for example. It took
that's what
Arsenal
they're doing
3
now.
years to get where they are now, dude.
3.
It
Try
took them 3
13.
years. Took it 3 years.
13.
We're talking about as soon as Mikel Arteta went in.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
we, did
let's
we also
treat it as that
forget?
scenario.
Did we also forget how horrible he was when he first started?
Yeah, because it takes time, dude. Not everything's as easy as it made
How
out
much
to be.
time do you want to give PSG until they're good? How
Well, I mean,
much?
PSG certainly have been good hypothetically, because
Been good where?
they've been making it to the Champions League. They've made it to the Champions League final in the past.
Did they win?
They didn't win.
So that
But
doesn't
the
matter.
point I'm trying to make is that through the numbers and through the money they make from Europe, they still technically are seen as doing well, and they're still winning the Liga. And besides one time in the past decade, they've won it 9 other
Steven,
times.
can I ask you a question? If you were playing for PSG, right, and you made it all the way to the Champions League final, and you lost the final, did you do good? Yes or no?
You made it to the final. You're good.
I mean, yeah.
You beat most
made
of
it
the
to the
teams.
final.
But you didn't win the final. You did. You got all
You made it
that
to the
way
final.
just to lose.
Because they
But
lost
to
to
be fair, they only lost 1-0.
they lost to a bigger club.
And they
That's
could
what
have won
happened.
that game.
They lost to a bigger
And
club.
it was against that Bayern Munich squad of, what was it, 2018?
2020.
No, 2020.
2020, my fault.
Yeah.
2020.
Was that the game Neymar
But
hit the crossbar?
either way,
Yeah.
I didn't expect that game. I thought Bayern were gonna just run over them.
I thought
they
so.
actually competed
I thought
really
so,
well.
too.
That was actually a really good game. I mean, I'm not saying because I know their project, PSG's project, as a whole, is to win the Champions League.
Of course.
That's their final. They want to win the Champions League. That's why that team was
But
built.
they never will.
But
The-
they
the thing
will.
is, like,
but they're taking the
You
right
can't
steps
say
to
they
do
never
it, though.
will, but I don't think that now,
Their
I
tactics
feel like
are
after
horrible.
this year, their chances are diminished. I feel like this was the year you had to do
Their
it.
tactics are horrible.
And-
They're
The
terrible.
tactics are not horrible, dude.
They are horrible.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. How are you supposed to have a tactically filled squad and team when there's people rotating in and out of
Can I ask
injuries?
you a question?
You have to rely on a Sergio Ramos and Danilo Pereira.
You have to-
You have to rely on an aging Messi who can only perform on the World Cup level. Can't do it anywhere else.
Come on.
No, look at him at PSG. What did he do?
That's not true.
What has he done at PSG?
He
He knows.
Because
his
when
line.
you
That's
brought
crazy.
when you
That's
bring
crazy.
in when
He was
you
invisible
bring
against
in a
Bayern.
Lionel Messi, he's supposed to be the difference maker, right? He's supposed to be the one supposed to bring you up. What has he done in his 2 seasons at PSG?
he currently
What
has
has he done?
What has he done that other players haven't been able to do with PSG?
Zlatan brought them farther in
They-
the Champions League than what Messi's done.
They were
Dude.
about to tie on Saturday to the mid-table team, and he just sent a through ball over the top to Mbappe, 90th minute for the goal. Otherwise, it would have had a point.
Yo, we're talking about Champions
Yeah,
League
Champions
now,
League.
though, right? We're talking about Champions League now.
So they've played a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't know.
Eight,
Those front three. It's not them. It's the rest of the team around them. Mbappe didn't do anything either.
So-
He's in his prime. Like,
but that's on. Yeah, but when you're talking about a team, you're talking about a team. If the rest of your team is not going to work together, so if as a forward line, you don't just stay up top the whole entire game and do nothing like most of them do. You have to track back, work together, defend, and you have 3 players that are not going to do that. So then you're alleviating the rest of the pressure to be on the 8 other players that are on the pitch.
So Messi has played basically. He's only played 3 bad games this season. Only 3. The rest he's played amazing. The last one he played in the derby against Marseille. He scored 1 goal, got 2 assists. He got
But then
played against
again-
Nantes. He scored a goal.
But
He
Dan,
put-
we're trying to use your logic right now. You're talking about Champions League. What has he done in Champions League for PSG?
Nothing. But PSG are horrible in Champions League. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
team's a
that's
mess.
that's the point we're trying to make is that if you're gonna make the signing of Messi, who's supposed to bring you up to that next level and help you win a Champions League, and he's done nothing, then he's a part of the problem.
But Messi can't compete against a Bayern midfield, man.
He's done it before. You don't remember how he tore apart Bayern? Do you
he
not
can't,
remember
yeah.
him
When he was
tearing apart Boateng,
On the ground.
splitting him, and then chipping Manuel Neuer, bro?
Okay.
There's no excuse. You can't say, "Oh, not against a Bayern team." We can't make haphazard excuses. He's a part of the problem.
What year was that?
It's not. I don't know about
That
2012, I
was
think.
no 2012. What? Was that 2012? That was like
2014.
That was 2016. I thought.
2014.
2014. They won the treble.
Wait, when he chipped
2014,
Boateng?
2015.
No, that's a World Cup year. They didn't win World Cup year.
Messi went all the way to the final and lost against Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying I thought the treble wasn't during a World Cup year. I thought it was the
Treble
year
was
after.
2015.
Because I thought it was the same year that Leicester won the-
2015. Then it.
Because I thought it was the same year that
He chipped
Leicester
the
won the
2015.
Premier
Oh, I
League.
think it was 2015.
It was
2015.
2015?
Yeah,
Yeah, but still, that's
2014, 2015.
How old is Messi then?
36.
he's
Right now.
36 now.
He's,
Yeah.
he's 35 now.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be 36 in the summer.
Yeah.
All right, so he's
Yeah.
35 now. Let's do our math. So minus 3, 32. Then minus another 5. He was 28 at the time.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
What?
Like, let's say if we had Bayern's midfield right now and a 2015 Messi, do you think he'd still be able to compete against that midfield, knowing that you have Goretzka, Kimmich,
Yes.
and who else was it?
Dude, what about that midfield at the time?
Bro.
Are you going to disrespect the Bastian Schweinsteiger?
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on.
Bro, I'm not gonna
You
lie.
got Xabi Alonso.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather take a Goretzka over a Xabi Alonso.
What?
Bro,
You're
That is
tweaking. You're
crazy.
tweaking.
Goretzka's a monster, dude.
You're tweaking.
Goretzka can run up and down the field. Goretzka can pass. Goretzka can shoot. Goretzka can head the ball. Goretzka can push people off the ball. We're talking about a physically complete player in every aspect of the game. Right? The guy's, what, 6'2", 6'3". The guy's a machine. And he wasn't like that always. Ashaka, he was just like a stick.
He's a twig.
He came to Bayern, he got built, and now he's just been on a tear. I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Real Madrid in like a couple years.
For what reason?
Yeah.
They don't need him.
They don't need him.
I know they don't need it, but Real Madrid always buy players and just stick them on the bench.
No.
no.
That's Hazard.
They're not gonna
They don't?
get-
Luka Jovic?
Okay.
60 mil, put him on the bench, didn't play nothing.
Okay, but you're talking about forward. In the midfield, they never do that.
He was a flop signing though.
Well, he did score a couple goals.
He wasn't a good fit for Real
As a
Madrid.
player, you need some playtime. He didn't even get playtime in the Copa del Rey or something like that.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, but that's
he
also
didn't-
annoying though.
He just didn't fit he didn't fit the team at all.
Exactly.
He was never given a chance.
No, but he doesn't fit the Real Madrid way.
Just a
Like
waste of
that's
mon-
not who
it's a
he
waste
is.
of their time to sign him. I don't know.
It was just because he had a really good season. That's it. To be fair, I think it was Jovic's fault because why would you decide to go to Real Madrid?
I agree.
From a step.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong
but
with that.
also from a player's perspective, if Real Madrid comes calling, dude, like they're a historic club.
I guess that's true.
And you also shouldn't buy a player that you're just not gonna play.
But knowing that Benzema was there, I don't think
You're just wasting money at that
You
point.
should have not known that.
I knew he wasn't gonna get playing time, but I didn't know it was gonna be that horrible. Like maybe he would play Copa del Rey, have a good shining moments. They'll give him like a start in the league, and then if he does good, Benzema comes on and stuff like that, and just prepare him for the jump to fill. He's never gonna fill Benzema's shoes, but to be like a next striker for La
Yeah, but
Liga.
the thing is that
But they didn't
he was in
prepare
his
him. They didn't
prime.
help him out for that.
Benzema was in his prime at that time. It was just like
Was he? I mean, he was getting near his prime.
he was getting.
Okay,
He wasn't there.
So let's get into the furtherment of Champions League discussions, right? Because we have the games that happened yesterday. We have the preview of the games that are happening tonight. So yesterday, let's talk about it. Erling Haaland breaking records. The first game they played against Leipzig, they tied 1-1. Everyone thought it was going to be a close game coming into it, blah, blah, blah. Last night, the game ends up 7-0 to Man City. Erling Haaland scoring a hat trick. And the youngest to score the hat trick in, was it 30 games or less? And
Yeah.
also the fastest to do it.
He beat Mbappe's record.
Yeah.
And he's one of the only players to hit 5 goals in the Champions League game. The other two players that did it were Messi and Adriano.
I think that this is the form that we didn't want City to get. Especially if you're a neutral and you want to see something different happen in the Prem, this is the last thing you want to see Man City get is this kind of form. Because they absolutely demolished this Leipzig team.
It's Leipzig.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't say it's Leipzig. They go from the first game tying 1-1
Was
to
Haaland
just
playing
getting
that game?
demolished. Huh?
Who?
Was Haaland playing that game?
I'll tell you right now.
If it wasn't, don't speak
The
to me.
first game?
I think he did. I think he didn't have a shot on target that game, right?
I'm going to double check 'cause I
He
can't
didn't.
remember. Knockout. Head to head. Here we
I
go.
don't know, man.
Yeah, last game was February 22nd, 1-1. And the lineup was Erling Haaland.
He played. Yeah, he didn't score.
Erling Haaland had one shot only.
One shot.
He was locked down.
Guardiola.
Like, I actually thought Leipzig had a chance.
Well, yeah, because they played really well the first time around.
Yeah.
But you have a Kanji with 2 assists, with John Stones playing right back, by the way. That was pretty weird. And Ake playing left back. With having Rodri, Jack Grealish, Gundogan, De Bruyne, and then Haaland with five goals.
5 goals.
I heard
5
he has more
goals.
more Champions League goals than R9 and David Villa combined.
That's insane.
He's gonna blow up everybody's goal scoring records. Like I think he's gonna be a top UCL scorer by the time he's done. Right? If he keeps this up, how is he not gonna catch Ronaldo?
No, he's not catching Ronaldo.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, dude. If he
At
keeps
this
his
rate,
form
he's
up,
gonna-
We'll
he's
ever
gonna
catch Ronaldo.
blow past him.
If he keeps this up, I don't know, man. Because think about it. Because 5 goals, I don't remember the last time Ronaldo scored 5 goals in one match. Like for a Champions League, I'm saying. I'm talking about Champions
I
League.
remember
right?
somebody else who scored 5 goals in one match, and in 9 minutes.
Yeah, it was Lewandowski against Wolfsburg.
I'm not gonna lie,
In
Bundesliga, you guys call it whatever you want. They produce some of the best strikers and goal scorers in the world.
The Bundesliga?
Yeah, in the Bayern Liga. Yeah, totally.
You can say whatever you want. Holland
The
right now
Bayern
is on
Liga.
a tear, man.
Yeah,
Holland's on
yeah,
a tear.
Bayern.
Dude's Choupo-Moting.
Yeah, but no, Bayern's a product of Austria.
on a tear.
The Bundesliga is not taking Erling Haaland, dude. He was the product of Austria in the Leipzig system. Or no, I'm sorry, the Red
Salzburg.
Bull system. Red Bull
Salzburg.
system. Yeah, he was at Salzburg. I apologize.
Yes,
I correct
but then he
myself.
went to the Bundesliga.
Yeah, and he
where
played for Dortmund.
developed his game further.
Yeah, but he was still scoring goals even before he went to Dortmund. He was scoring the same exact kind of goals at Dortmund.
Yeah, but can I ask you a question? Austrian
can
league, right?
answer.
In the Austrian league, right?
Yeah.
What language do they speak?
Austrian.
Yeah, that's good.
They speak Austrian.
German.
They speak Austrian and German. You know that, right?
Yes.
Mixture. Yeah.
So, technically, Austria you're speaking German, so you're gonna enter the German league, and it's still gonna be the same thing. It's not gonna you never left Austria.
It's because they have a lot of connections.
Yeah.
Like RP.
And think about it.
Salzburg.
He could have went to Leipzig if he wanted to. Salzburg is literally a direct link to Leipzig. He didn't go to Leipzig.
Yeah, but the Red Bull system wanted to make more money, so they sold him to Dortmund.
But anyway, yeah, Bundesliga definitely makes better strikers than anybody in the world.
They just played against the Bundesliga team. Oh, whatever. I don't care, Dan. I don't care. 7-0.
Muani.
So then 7-0 to City. Do we see City? Here's the thing, because we predicted from the beginning of the season, if you were on the show.
No, City are not winning the Champions League.
What makes you say they're not?
You can't just rule it out.
I think they are.
Pep Guardiola is always a failure when
I don't think they're winning the Champions League.
He's not
either.
always a
Well,
favorite.
you can't rule them out, but I don't know.
Because right now, City are playing more like a Champions League club than they have in the past.
City were up at one
They
point
always do
on
that,
Real
though.
Madrid, and then they
always do that. They always just play like a Champions
pooed the
League
bed.
club, and they just flunk.
Yeah, but Holland is the difference maker, dude.
That's
We just
what-
talked about
Like
it.
that year
yeah.
they beat Real Madrid. I think it was. I'm not sure what year it was.
They didn't have Holland. They had Gabriel
2019?
Jesus.
2020, 19 or 2019.
I mean, they had Aguero and Jesus, but like
no,
They
Holland.
beat Real Madrid and then they lost against Lyon. And I was like, bro.
Yeah, but dude, I'm telling you right now,
Wasn't the same team.
They always put the bed.
But they always did.
No,
They
but-
always did.
Yeah,
It's the history bench.
we have to acknowledge the Holland factor, right? Because look at him in the Premier League right now. If we look at Erling Haaland's stats in the Premier League, it's absolutely mental.
Hey, Bayern shuts them down.
28 goals, 5 assists, and 26 matches in the
Bayern shuts
Prem.
them down any day, man.
I don't know about that one.
You're
Bro,
crazy.
they shut them down in the Bundesliga.
How many times has Dortmund won
He
against us?
scores against them. Don't get me
He scores
wrong.
and he still
But then
loses.
Bayern
And he still loses.
slaps them back.
And right now in the Champions League, he has 10 goals in 6 games.
Congrats. He's not. He's gonna win top scorer of the Champions League. Is he gonna win the Champions League? Absolutely not.
I think it's either them or Bayern.
I think Bayern has the
It's either
best
City or
chance.
Bayern to me.
And just you wait. Watch when Bayern wins Champions League and Choupo-Moting gets the Champions League. Then I'm really gonna be laughing.
Bayern Madrid final right there.
Then you're really gonna be laughing.
I don't know. I think you guys can't
Madrid
underestimate
Bayern.
Man City.
I'd like to see that.
No.
But it's gonna be Bayern Napoli.
you guys are sleeping on.
Anyways,
It's gonna be Bayern Napoli.
Napoli too. But we also have to talk about these next set of
What's a
games as
Napoli?
well. Napoli versus Frankfurt.
Nothing
and
new.
Real Madrid versus Liverpool.
Liverpool are horrid.
Real Madrid's gonna smoke them again.
Horrible.
I don't know,
Horrible.
man.
Congrats, you won 7-0.
You can't just like be like Real Madrid's
you
gonna
can't-
fly
you
by.
can't
'cause
just,
anything
like-
can happen in the Champions League.
Have you guys
That's the
ever
thing.
bottled a second leg? I really don't remember it. Have you ever had like a big bottle? I don't think so.
I'm not really.
I don't. You guys are fine. Liverpool's nothing.
Liverpool are horrible.
Don't worry.
Liverpool
About it.
can-
I just don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say
Liverpool
anything.
only
Just because
exploited you guys.
We already know. We already
this
seen the
one small
likes.
thing.
Some likes of comebacks in the Champions League. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in the Champions League.
I promise
you.
you-
Think, you think it's gonna be a Barca PSG 2.0?
Never.
Nah.
Not
Bro, they
not
beat
against
United
Madrid.
7-0
They exploited one of United's
out of
like
nowhere.
flaws.
I had no. Bro, I did not.
Yeah,
see
but
that
they just
coming at all whatsoever.
They exploited a flaw in one of their system, and after that, United
Well,
go on to be
exploit-
better.
It was not.
It's
It was,
bad.
it was not exploiting a flaw. The second half, everyone just crumbled and played.
And
bad.
plus, in the beginning of our game, the first game, they were winning 2-0. Yeah, you can't forget that. Like, they had
Yeah,
the
for
fight.
mistakes.
all I'm just
Hit off a
saying is
Courtois'
that
knee.
Anything can happen.
all I'm saying is that nothing is
I don't believe
surefire
so.
when it comes to football, and you know that better than anybody, Dan. Nothing is surefire.
I will place my house
But
deed on Real Madrid beating
I
Liverpool.
obviously have my faith that Real Madrid's gonna fly by, but you never know.
But we also have
Anything can happen in the Champions League, bro.
we also have Napoli versus Frankfurt, which is something we can't really just look over.
Yeah, I don't look over either because Colomani can put up a.
Napoli's fine.
Performance.
Napoli is
through.
way-
They're
Bro,
through.
Colomani, you never know.
Way
Never
too
know,
far.
man.
Way too
Muani
nice.
is suspended, so
Oh, never mind.
Randall Colomani.
it is a GG indeed. GG no re, but no Raspadori. He comes back late March.
Raspberry? I love raspberry.
I love raspberry. So yeah, that has been our Champions League discussion. If we look at the knockout stages right now, so far the teams that made through is AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Chelsea. Seemingly it's gonna be. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Inter Milan versus Porto, but
What a boring.
Oh, I
game.
can tell you.
So boring.
It was-
Inter
it
are
was-
horrible.
yeah, Inter was a
Horrible.
boring matchup, but
I
they made
feel
it through.
so bad for Porto.
They
like,
made it through, though.
so bad.
Porto's worse.
I'll do it.
So
No.
Inter made it 1-0. So Inter, Man City, Chelsea, Benfica, Bayern, and Milan have made it. Now it's up. Now it's up last with Napoli, Frankfurt, Real Madrid, Liverpool. Let's see who win those games.
I want a Milan derby, man. And
That's
the
never
Hey,
gonna
people,
happen.
people clown the Serie.
They're not
A.
gonna do
They
that.
might have 3 teams in
should
the
do that.
quarterfinals.
They always separate like different countries. They're never gonna do that.
Milan
It's
derby
it's
and
it's usually just a
Champions
draw,
League.
so we have to see.
Trust me, the same way that they don't put like a Serbian team against like a Croatian team.
What do you mean?
because of
That Liverpool and Man City play each other in the semifinals, dude.
Yeah, but that's Liverpool, Man City.
Same
It's
thing,
not really a
Spurs-
rivalry
Spurs
between
and
them.
City.
It's like,
That was-
Bro, you can't just make 1 point and be a hypocrite, down.
yeah, but it's not a rivalry. You consider Man City and Liverpool a rivalry?
Dude, it's two English clubs fighting at it. It doesn't matter. They're both from the same league.
Yeah, but it's a rivalry. It's
City
like
and who?
it's like bad
Liverpool.
blood.
Well,
They don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. Remember,
It's one of the most classic, like in the recent years. That's one of the most classic
Yeah,
rivalries.
but it's not like a bad blood type rivalry. Like I hate you. Like I hate you just because I hate you.
But it's still a good rivalry. I mean,
That's why
in the
like
most recent years, I think it's one of the best footballs that I've
like you're not gonna put Rangers and Celtic in the same group because you know Brexit or exit. You're not gonna put Inter and AC Milan in the same group because they both hate each
I
other.
mean, it's a draw. Like they randomly do it, so you know.
Yeah, but they purposely like just like how what's it called when they sit there and actually pick the groups for the group stages. They sit there and go, oh, this guy can go into Group A and Group B, but they cannot go to Group C.
Yeah, because
That's because
of certain like
leagues and certain way
but
fans and all that.
That doesn't occur in the round of
I
eight.
promise you. If that's the
I mean,
case, then
it could. I mean, unless it's like
That's the case in Red Bull.
behind the scenes, but it can happen. I never rule out AC.
Mhm.
Man.
so
anyway, Harry Maguire, you were saying.
we have the Premier League matches today as well. We have Crystal Palace versus Brighton and Southampton versus Brentford. Now, just to put it into perspective for the audience, you know, sort of just give a explanation. Brentford are sitting in 9th right now. They're only a point behind Brighton and Fulham, where if they win today, they can shoot up to 7th, with Fulham having 2 games ahead of them and Brighton being a game behind Brighton. I mean, Brighton being a game behind Brentford.
Brighton's behind itself.
No, Brighton's behind Brentford. Well, they're a game behind him, Brentford. Brentford's only played 25.
Big up Brighton. Mitoma's the lad.
And then Southampton is in 20th.
Big up Southampton, Serbian owners.
All I'm saying is that I need Wolves to drop back down to relegation. That was
Why?
because that was my prediction from the beginning of the season. It was a good one. They were there until like 2 weeks ago. I want to go back.
They're not getting.
I'm not gonna lie. Leeds needs to stay up. I'd much rather see like a West Ham or a Leicester drop.
I don't. Do they even have a manager right now?
They do.
Who?
They have. Give me 1 second as I pull up the information. They have Javi Garcia.
Who in the?
He was the manager for Malaga, Cordoba, Cadiz,
Malaga.
Villarreal,
Oh, man.
Olympiacos,
Malaga was
Malaga was
Almera,
It
crazy.
used to be good.
And also it's
Osasuna,
Malaga. So
Malaga.
Ruben Kazan,
Mr.
Watford,
Ray J.
Valencia again, Al Sadd, and now Leeds.
definitely all sad. 100%. Leeds are gonna be sad.
I don't know.
That's for sure.
With the team they have, dude, there's no reason they should be getting relegated. No
They do.
reason.
Who's their goalie
It's 'cause
again?
their injury. Most of their players been
the
injured.
goalie is Meslier.
Oh, okay. Who's their back line?
The back line is usually
I can't wait to laugh at this back line.
Christensen, Koch,
Oh my god.
Struick,
Oh
and
my-
Stuart Dallas.
Oh my god.
What do you say? Oh my God!
That's
for?
not even a Premier League lineup, man. What is that? That's like League 3.
And
oh
then
my Lord.
the midfield is the American midfield. Brennan Aronson, Weston McKinney, and Tyler Adams.
Solid.
That's a Premier League midfield.
And then the front line, everyone's fully fit now, by the way, for the front line. They have the option of Rodrigo, Bamford, Jack Harrison, Sinistera, Somerville, Rudder, and Noto.
Yeah, Jack Harrison.
Gnotto and
Gnotto,
Sinistera
beast.
are amazing.
Somerville's good too.
Sinistera gets injured like
Ru-
every single time.
Rudder's
he
good
plays.
too. Rudder's good. Also came from the Bundesliga.
Okay, cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the Bayern Liga. What were you trying to say? Oh.
Rudder's-
You guys are in third place, so never touching the title ever again.
I don't know about that one. Anyways, Brighton versus Crystal Palace is a good game as well. With, of course, Brighton still sitting at 7th and Palace at 12th with 27 points. What do we think about these games? Because we have Brentford versus Southampton and Crystal Palace versus Brighton.
I think Brentford win and Brighton win.
Ooh, Brentford and Brighton. The two teams in form. I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Southampton and Brighton.
Luke.
Southampton.
Brighton and Southampton draw.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
See.
What teams draw?
I said Southampton's going to draw Brentford. It's a little surprise.
And then
Little
Friday-
You think Brighton's gonna draw too?
Big
No, no.
Truz.
Oh, Brighton's going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friday, we have Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle.
Is that really?
Who cares? I mean,
What is that really? What?
Is that like you already know who's winning that?
Yeah, what?
It's an important game because Newcastle need to win because they're 2 games behind Tottenham, who are have 48 points with 27 games played. And if they win this, they're only a point behind Tottenham to get back to 4th.
Trust me, they will get back to 4th.
I think they'll be fine.
And then Nottingham Forest are at 26 points, and Bournemouth are only 2 points behind them, who are in 18th to get back up there. So Nottingham Forest need the win to secure themselves a little bit higher up the table. Because between 11th and 12th, there is a 8-point difference, whereas from 12th to 18th, there is only a 3-point difference.
Yeah, even from 12 to 20, if it's a 5-point difference.
Yeah.
Any team could get relegated, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Actually, low-key, I want Leicester to get relegated because I hate Brendan Rodgers.
Why?
He's ruined the club.
What about James Madison?
Yeah, but James Madison's going to get sold and he's going to go somewhere good. That's one thing we can actually discuss a bit. Where is the future of James Madison? Where does he go? I have an easy answer, but I want you guys to answer first. No.
You're gonna say Chelsea?
No.
Okay, good.
There's 2 clubs I only see as valid options. No.
I already know one. I'm just gonna wait till you
Newcastle?
guys. Thank you. That's one.
Yep.
I know that's one. I know how you think.
Newcastle and Liverpool are the only 2 options for me for James Madison.
Why Liverpool?
I think that with having him at Liverpool, he can sort of play that Coutinho role that they've been missing for a while. Because, like, yeah, they have Fabio Carvalho and they have Jota and such, but they need someone in the midfield who can truly link up that creativity. And right now, they have a series of injuries that is just not helping them. So with having a Thiago, having a Fabinho, having a Henderson and Milner, and even a... What's his face? Oh, they got him from Leipzig.
Keita.
Yeah, Keita. Even having Keita, it's like he's consistently injured. They need someone who I think could be a better. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I just want you to finish. Man.
What? I am finished.
No, you're not. You keep.
No, I finished. No, I finished now. I finished.
James Madison is never going to Liverpool, bro.
Why not?
Never.
Why?
Never.
Why?
He's not a Liverpool-esque player.
Well, what makes you say that?
He's just not. I promise you, he's not.
Yeah, but no one thought that
he's a good
Konate
player.
would be a
I'm not
Liverpool
gonna
player.
sit there and argue he's not a good player. But Liverpool is just a way too high of a standard.
I think he can blow. Yeah, I think he can blow the standard out of the water if he goes there.
Yeah, when you said,
I think he goes to any Premier.
but when you said Coutinho shoes, I'm like, all right, that's a little.
No, but I'm saying a Coutinho
You mean like the
player
role?
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because look, realistically, Roberto Firmino's not gonna be renewing his contract, so you're gonna need somebody who's gonna be able to play behind the striker and be able to feed the balls.
It's not gonna be James Madison, bro. I promise.
I'm just saying it's a good option.
Newcastle, 100%. I
Because
think he could fit there perfectly.
I think a midfield 3 of Joelinton, Bruno Guimaraes, and James Madison would look really, really good.
That's fine with me. I will never argue that point. But Liverpool, that's crazy.
Isak, Almiron on the right.
That's like saying I should go play for Real Madrid right now.
I mean, damn. You gotta make it to the MJFC men's team first.
Man, bro. We could use a backup striker.
Yeah, but I'd be offside like every 80% of the time.
That's so true.
No, you just stay on the last man. Just do a little step over and play the ball in.
Yeah, the last man will step up as soon as the ball gets played over the top, and I'd just be there like, hey.
Yeah, but you've been in the gym.
You wouldn't start over Benzema? What?
Dude, I'd start over Benzema's kids. I started over Benzema's wife.
His kids have to do with this,
His
bro?
great-grandfather.
His kids.
The whole Benzema
His kids are just
family
chilling,
tree is
bro.
horrible.
His kids haven't
What did Benzema do to you, Dan? I want
He's
to know.
just horrible. I just don't believe he's a good player. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You could give him a Ballon d'Or. You could you could give him gold boots.
Nottingham Forest, Newcastle is winning.
Newcastle, easy.
I would say
Just to let
Nottingham
you know,
Forest. I'm just kidding.
For Newcastle, Joelinton suspended with a red card.
That's fine.
Kraft is injured, and Anthony Gordon is injured with an ankle injury.
You could say he's
For
going to be
Nottingham
extra
Forest,
crafty.
he's gonna be extra crafty. For Nottingham Forest, Brendan Johnson is injured.
Yeah,
Koyate is injured.
Good
Chris Wood is injured. Henderson is injured.
Ardi's
Bikone is
injured.
injured. Richards is injured. McKenna is injured. Uwinyani is injured.
Uwinyani.
Hennessy is injured. And Wilfred Bully is injured.
Jesus. Wait. Oh. Wilfred.
Yeah, Todd Bowley's little brother.
1, 2,
Listen,
3,
Boney. Listen,
4,
Wilfred Boney.
5,
Me too, right?
6,
I thought
7,
about the
8,
song.
9, 10. So 10 players are
Go
injured.
for Swansea. We go wild.
Wilfred
What a
Boney,
song.
what a player. So out of the 10 players that are injured,
Oh my God, 10 players.
all
That's
of
like the
them,
whole squad. That's a whole starting
out
11.
of all the 10 players that are injured, all of them are signings from this year.
Oh my God.
Yo.
The manager is having a
Hey, bro,
mare.
they still have I mean, I don't know. I feel like with the likes of Brendan Johnson just not playing, I don't know if they're gonna get any goals. Maybe Jesse Lingard and Gibbs White playing.
Jay Kings.
Come on.
I would say Morgan Gibbs White. Everyone disrespected that transfer, and I knew it was gonna be good. Knew it.
More like this.
Calm it down.
Horrible.
Pipe it down, bud.
Disrespect, man.
Lingardinho, yeah, right.
Should have stayed at West Ham. Should have knew better.
Nah, he should have stayed at West Ham.
Should have knew better.
No, get the bag. What are you talking about? Get the bag.
No.
Get the bag.
No, you could get a
Get
bigger bag
the
if you start playing more better.
No.
Not gonna get a good
Dude,
bag.
he's making.
He's at his prime right now. I mean, not his prime, but he's like
He was in his prime. West Ham.
He's
It,
like 30.
No,
it was.
Man United ruined him. I feel so
He was
bad.
good at West.
Yeah, no. Man United ruins everybody. Di
They don't
Maria,
ruin everybody.
Depay,
They don't ruin
Pogba.
everybody.
Oh
When
my
they
God.
ruined Depay. Depay literally went off to be a really good player.
I know, but was he a good player at United?
He was young, dude. He was only 20.
You guys ruined him.
You did not ruin him.
He was decent.
He was
He
good.
was very good. They ruined the young Di Maria too.
We didn't
Well,
ruin
they
Di
benched
Maria.
him.
We
They
did
benched
not
him
ruin
and they didn't let him play.
In his prime.
Not ruin Di Maria.
Think about it.
the
Di
city
Maria
of
was
Man.
ball.
No, the city of
He was at his prime at Real Madrid.
the
like, before
city
that.
of Manchester
went to
ruined Di
United.
Maria. Let's just make sure we make that clear. The city of Manchester ruined Di Maria.
No, you guys did too.
Van Gaal.
No.
By not playing him.
No, he got robbed. Did you not, no one remember his house getting robbed?
Yeah, but
And he never played the same after.
So what?
yeah, I don't know.
Your house got robbed. Grow
What do you mean
up.
you saw your house got robbed?
Sell the house. Go get another house.
Didn't he
Get a villa.
Oh
Go
my
and sit on top of a
God,
mountain
damn.
where they can't reach you. You have all the money in the world. What are you buying a house down there in South London? What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, it's not South London. It's
Where-
Manchester.
South Manchester. When you gonna have like the roadmen chilling at the
Rob
corner,
grow a pig.
waiting for the ox to give them a bacon, egg, and cheese and everything. Like, come on, man. Sit there, have all the money in the world. You're gonna buy a house right next to like a convenience store, bro.
Anyways,
Get out of here.
we have also our Premier League fixtures for Saturday. Villa versus Bournemouth. We have Wolves versus Leeds. Chelsea versus Everton.
We got
Villa are winning.
Villa winning
Villa.
because Watkins is just on fire.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins is playing so
I
well under
actually didn't expect him to
Lopetegui.
be, like, he actually has goal like in like a lot of like his past 5 games, I think. I don't even know.
Well, yeah, because as soon as they started to rely on him and not forcing Danny Ings to play and get rid of
Yeah.
him, like, what do you expect?
I say Villa. I say
Watkins
Brentford.
is an underrated rating, man. I mean, signing like he came from like I think what championship,
Yes, he did.
They always do.
and I think it's like the first player that I've seen successfully like actually I don't know successfully play from championship like towards the play.
He's bad though. He's an
I don't know
Aston
who
Villa type
else,
player.
like- I mean, maybe Mitrovic.
Mitrovic,
But he, like,
Andrew Robertson. He played for Hull City.
Yeah.
Then went to Liverpool. So, just throw it out there.
So
Tony too.
I say
Ivan
Villa.
Toney, yeah.
Ivan Toney,
I say Brentford. I say Fulham. I say Tottenham. I say Wolves, and I say Chelsea.
Isn't the Fulham game postponed?
Yeah, the Fulham against supposed
Oh, I didn't even see
Talk
that.
about it. So I see Bournemouth winning.
What?
I see Brentford winning. I see Southampton winning.
Serbian owners. Big up, Ardi.
I see Leeds winning.
No.
And I see Everton winning.
What? We said the most controversial ones. Like,
Yeah. Why not?
Chelsea's winning. Come on.
Yo,
don't
there was a
lie.
clip of Sean Dyche saying something to the lineman, which I can't say because I'm on WMSC 90.3.
3. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And you follow the FCC rules here, so thank
Yeah.
you.
Unless you mute everybody's mic, but then that's gonna be dead air, and then we can't have dead air.
Oh,
and,
Dale, you remember.
I remember all this stuff, man. It's
You're
like
so
drilled into my head.
nice. You're so nice.
But guess what?
What?
Ah.
So, anyways, you were saying, Dan.
Yeah. I mean, Sean Dyche said something that I can't say, but he was talking to the lineman. He was telling the lineman, he was like, "Oi, lineman, do your job." It was hilarious. Like the way he just worded it and mouthed
He's-
it on live TV is hilarious.
The Sean Dyche is such a character. I
love him.
I remember seeing his interview on the Fozcast. It was so good.
I love him so much. The guy's like,
I highly recommend it
pure
for anybody
English
that would
football.
like to listen to it. If you're interested, the Fozcast, Ben Foster's podcast. He did an interview with
not.
Sean Dyche.
Sidecast, Sideman, Side Plus.
Yeah, I canceled my Side Plus subscription. I couldn't really afford to have that many subscriptions anymore.
LRD.
Yeah,
Lardy.
I had to cancel my Side Plus subscription.
Lardy.
I had to cancel my monthly sub to Tim Tatman. Had to cancel my
fine.
monthly sub to Courage JD.
That's fine.
It's not fine, dude.
It is fine.
Oh,
Courage is a meme.
hey, he's a Jersey boy. We don't disrespect him.
Tim is fat
Hey, we don't disrespect Tim Tatman here.
and bald. He keeps punching that penguin. feel bad for that.
Leave
Kevin.
leave Tim alone, bro. Anyways,
Kevin.
besides the point. We have another game to review. It's a Sunday game. We have Arsenal versus Crystal Palace.
Big up Crystal Palace.
Gunners.
Well, here's the thing. There's no Nketiah might not play. No El Neni, but supposedly Gabby Jesus with a comeback.
Patrick Vieira.
Supposedly. So if we see a Gabby Jesus performance, I'd be really interested.
Patrick Vieira.
He was solid pre-injury.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back.
I don't know, man. I like the
score.
front three of Trossard, Martinelli, and Saka. I think you just stick with that.
I like Nicholas Bentner.
And then Nicholas Bender.
Lord Bentner.
And then after this, we are going to an international break.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
W.
So
Are we
after,
actually?
yeah, I think after March 20th, we're on international break.
Yeah.
Yes, we
So,
are.
wait, are those Euro qualifiers? Is
Yes,
that what
they
it
are.
is? Okay.
No, so it's African Cup of Nation qualifiers.
It is Euro.
There's the Euro stuff. That's what I was wondering.
And then there's my phone's not being.
I see Italy the first time on Foot Mob since like June of last year.
See frauds? Yeah, I know.
Nah.
Hold on. If my phone wants to work, I'm about to throw my phone to
World
the
Cup,
wall.
sir.
I hate. Calm down, Ardi. Calm down.
Oh, we get to beat England again. Oh,
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to top this group. Such an easy group for Serbia.
Can't wait for you guys to choke another World Cup. Anyways.
Oh.
I can't wait for you guys to not make another World Cup.
Yeah, because guess what? We get paid off because we're corrupt. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. We're corrupt. Leave us alone.
No, they knew.
Oh yeah, no. So it is Euro qualifiers. You guys are right. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Well, we don't accept it. Next time, be right.
Okay, I won't be nice to you next time. Then.
You never are.
What do you mean, Dejan? That's not nice. I'm always nice to you. Anyways, guys, so that will be a wrap for our footballing discussions.
Oh, man.
In regards of just, Champions League, in regards to, Premier League and such, is there anything else we'd like to hit on today that you guys really need to get off your chest and talk about?
No.
I do.
Tell me, Dan.
I still hate Benzema.
You still hate Benzema.
still hate
You're
him.
not letting that go.
I'm never going to let it
You
go.
guys don't want to talk about the new partnership between LAFC and Bayern, which is
That'll-
big news.
We were gonna save that for tomorrow, but
Which is actually for that was the whole point. I was going to try to have you guys.
We can talk
Oh.
about
No.
Yeah.
I was trying to see that so you guys could promote your. It was
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to be like an alley oop and
Oh. yeah. So if you're around tomorrow and you would like to tune in, you don't have to.
At 9
You could
a.m.
listen to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Me, Steven, and Thomas will talk about the collaboration between Bayern Munich and LAFC on what is this show called?
It's called soccer!
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
You got-
Injected in my veins.
Yeah, but you guys have to you guys.
Should we start saying that?
Yeah, we're gonna start saying that already.
Okay, but you guys gotta make sure when you yell that you gotta step away from the mic.
Oh.
Yeah,
So that
so
way
we're-
it doesn't
sorry.
peak and we don't hurt our audience. So you gotta go like that and you gotta yell it's called soccer. Explain it.
Okay.
You're right.
Got
You're
it.
right. Sorry about that.
I'm teaching you, so that way you guys can do it. I mean, of course, no one's gonna be ever as good as me. But besides the point. So here's a little fun fact I wanted to bring up. So we're gonna be comparing Mudryk and Trossard. I want to say one thing.
Both are dead ballers.
Trossard was $28 million, and then Mudryk was like
Oh boy.
like $100 million or
Yeah.
something.
Bro, I mean, is there really a discussion?
9 games, 1 goal and 5 assists in the Prem since their transfers for Trossard, and then 6 games, 0 goals and 1 assist for Mudryk.
It's a 007. No, he's 017 now.
I got a topic. Let me know when you guys are done with this.
All right,
bro,
what's your topic? What's your topic? Tell us.
I mean,
Keep sell bench. Lewandowski, Benzema, Suarez.
Suarez,
Oh,
Lewandowski.
Wait, keep, sell, bench.
That's
Keep, sell,
easy.
bench.
What's yours? I want to
No,
hear
no,
that.
no. I want to do a start, bench, release. So rename the 3.
Benzema, Lewandowski, Suarez.
I could start if you want. I already have one. It's very,
All right, say it.
it's very easy. Start Suarez, bench Lewandowski, sell Benzema. I think that should be the group consensus. But you have Suarez first, right?
I have Lewandowski first, Suarez bench, Benzema.
I mean,
gone.
I can go either way. but Suarez is probably better.
Which Suarez are we talking about?
Are we talking about careers, right?
2015
Primes,
Suarez.
what do you-
No. Are we talking about last season at Liverpool Suarez, or we're talking about first season at Barca Suarez?
No, we're talking about 2015 Suarez. 2015 Suarez is
So
the
that's
one that year that he made David Luiz and put it top bins
yeah,
and then
so
screamed.
that first
So
season
start-
at Barca,
start
Dejan.
Suarez.
That's all.
Was
you
it
have
his
to
first
say.
season?
Yes, that was
He left
yeah, yeah.
2014.
Yes.
Yep.
He left Liverpool 2014.
Well, I know that. I don't keep track of the guy. Do you know where he is right now?
Is it,
he's,
do
you know his
he's
house?
a free transfer. Actually, he's in South America,
Yeah.
just living his life.
No, I'd definitely start Lewandowski. I'm sorry.
Yo, Luis Suarez, the Rebels? Question mark.
Never.
Maybe you guys talk about that.
Never. We already signed a Belgian forward that can't score a goal.
Okay, hey. Down. We do not have any disrespectful talks about the Red Bulls here. So it's
I'm already bored of them, man. Two games in.
Okay. Yep.
Tie and a loss.
Down. You're
Or two ties, I
Down.
think?
Stop.
Two ties and a loss.
Down.
Two ties and a loss.
Down. Stop.
Same old Red Bulls.
Down. Stop. Thank you.
Do something.
Yeah. Down. Stop.
I'm tired of not
Down.
winning.
Stop.
NYFC was just created and they won an MLS title.
Down. Can you please stop? I don't need you upsetting the Red Bulls people. Thank you.
They probably share the same thing with me. They're probably tired of it
Stop. Anyways.
too. Arjun, do your job.
He's an athletic trainer. That's not his job. Anyways. So, start Lewandowski.
He's gonna
Bench.
say he's gonna say bench
Oh my!
Benzema.
There's no way you're gonna
He's
say
gonna
this
say
right now.
bench Benzema.
You're crazy, Artie. I already know you're gonna say it.
I think I'm gonna throw up. Blech. Horrible.
Bench Suarez, sell Benzema.
Scare me.
Here's the thing. I had to think about it because the one factor that did it for me was that Suarez single-handedly helped Atletico win that title.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was like the seller for me of like, yeah, I think Suarez definitely bench. What?
I'm chilling, man. I'm enjoying my time here at WMSC.
Steven?
I start Suarez, bench Loa, and sell Benzema.
Okay, at least you're honest. I appreciate that.
Back to
Put
my
Benzema
story.
there.
Benzema's horrible.
I never.
Nobody.
But
He's start for nobody
the
here.
thing he says that it's Benzema's horrible, but he's in the discussion of he's in that ranks of somewhat the likes of.
He's in the ranks of getting
and-
sold by all
and-
four
and
of us.
Suarez. So how does that make him bad?
He's in the same comment as all four of us selling him and not keeping him at the club.
But at least he's in the discussion, man.
Third best striker of our generation. That's what I got.
Okay, but that's still
It's
a
good.
good
It's
achievement.
good. He's not bad though.
Excuse me, the best striker of our generation is
Wayne
Wayne
Rooney.
Rooney. So pipe it
Oh
down,
my god.
please, and thank you.
He's an Everton. He's an
Anyways,
Evertonian.
this is actually a fun story I want to talk about. Chelsea to become the first Premier League club to host an open iftar. So for those of you who don't know, Ramadan's coming up on Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. And it's the month where, you'll see it's like the holiest month of the year for Muslims where they will fast from sunrise to sunset, where they don't drink any water and they don't eat any food, and they try to hold themselves from obscenities or any other, for other people would see it as like sinful views. So what Chelsea are doing is that they're going to be the first Premier League club who will open its doors to the local Muslim community during the holy month of Ramadan by hosting an open iftar at the side of the pitch. So Chelsea will host a pitch-side open iftar at Stamford Bridge on the 26th of March. And what's so funny about good things with Muslims, dude?
No, nothing. I put something on my notes and then I shared it to my friend here and he laughed.
Let me see it then. Let me read it.
No.
Let me read it.
No.
Let me read it. Let me
No,
read
you're
it.
good, bro.
No. You're on my show. You're sharing notes.
Okay.
Come on.
So
Bring
what
it to- bring it
I'll
to
tell
the
you what I
front
said.
class.
I'll tell you
Okay.
what I said.
What'd
I
you
said
say?
I'll send you snaps of me drinking water.
Wow. And that's why no, Allah will forgive you for that one. Anyways. So in collaboration with the award-winning charity, the Ramadan Tent Project. So the West London club are the first in the Premier League to host the open iftar as a part of Ramadan, an important month in the Islamic calendar where Muslims worldwide fast, pray, and reflect. When those practicing break their fast after sunset and they come together to pray. The Blues will invite local mosque and other members of Chelsea's Muslim community to attend their first open iftar as a part of a club-wide equality, diversity, and inclusion program, No to Hate, in partnership with the Ramadan Tent Project. Established in 2013, the Ramadan Tent Project and Open Iftar began as a way to provide international students living alone in London with a community to celebrate Ramadan and break their fast together. This initiative quickly became popular, and the charity has hosted Open Iftars in cities across the UK and abroad. And they talk about the founder, and they talk about how this is like an occasion for their 10-year anniversary, and how Chelsea were more than delighted to host it. And their theme of this year, they usually have for themes, is belonging, which is pretty cool. And they're working in partnership with Chelsea FC, who will be making a valuable donation. Todd Bowley, spreading his wealth, which we do appreciate. So, what do we think of this, guys? Do we think this is
It's pretty cool.
Do we think this is Chelsea truly trying to be charitable, or do we see them as trying to sort of smoke mirrors? Don't look at how we're doing.
Charitable.
Nah, it's
Good
not
heart.
Terrible.
Down.
Well, considering half of their squad is mostly most of their religion is Muslim. Like let's say Koulibaly, Bachile, Ziyech,
Broha.
Broha. I think they have to.
Ooh, actually, I don't know if Broha's Muslim.
Is he? Wait.
No, because so here's a fun
That just
fact.
made me love him even more.
No. So
Big up, bro. Yeah.
So here's a fun fact about Albanians. Actually, so Albanians are either I think Catholic, Muslim, or Greek Orthodox. So I'm not sure what Broya's religion is.
Take it back.
If anyone wants to look it up for me, by all means. But
yeah, I just went on my foot mob, and it says Zlatan Ibrahimovic has been called up to the Sweden squad.
so do we just not care about Ramadan?
No, I haven't said that.
I understand Zlatan's
I know you
a god.
care about it, but it's
No,
like,
I
to me,
understand
it's like, I'm not
Zlatan's a
Muslim, so
god,
it's just
but like,
okay, cool.
no, but like, But here's the thing, though. Do we think that having this happening within football and having it happen at the stadiums, is it something where it's like truly opening up the doors of being inclusive and like having sort of a worldwide belonging and understanding? Because
I say go for it, man. Have your fun.
yeah, because we've seen prior of the way how people can be distasteful or hateful towards one another. Prime example in the Serie A, actually, with Napoli. Napoli can't actually have Frankfurt fans come to the game because they can't guarantee security for the fans that want to come.
Yeah. But
Because
there's like a rule that says like in the somewhere like the UEFA code lines that if you're not able if you can't sell
5% away tickets.
yeah, then
you can't host.
you can't host.
But the thing is that I think it's Article 38 of the laws you're talking about.
To be honest, if I was a Frankfurt fan, I'd just go to Napoli, go to my nearest store, buy myself some protection, and just go to the match.
Wear a Napoli jersey and just take it off.
Yeah, the stadium's crazy.
No, but
Buy some
it's
protection,
an
no?
interesting story because the reason why Napoli is imposing this because of the fights that broke out with the Ajax fans and the fights that broke out with Liverpool fans. What's up, Dan?
Just go to the store.
No, Dan, stop
to the
it.
game.
Stop it. Stop
I
it.
mean-
Stop it. Stop it.
What's the worst that can happen? You're protecting
No,
yourself.
Dan, stop. Stop.
Technically, you are protecting yourself.
Dan, stop. Anyways, but it is an interesting story because with Napoli, right, we do see it as a cultural club, a club that is having sort of like a renaissance, but
I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen Naples as like a type of dangerous place.
well,
Nah,
there's like
Outside that stadium, there's
Yeah, it's
a lot of stuff
totally
going
lost.
on.
I don't know.
The stadium is like the nicest part of that
I
community
see
right
the small
now.
little boats that be just traveling, and then the
Well, you're
fans
talking about like Venice and such.
Yeah.
That's not really Naples.
Yeah.
wherever it may be, man. I just never thought
Naples is like high crime and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now, I sort of want to, because I want to sort of pivot this conversation to something else because where do we see that clubs can sort of have to validate themselves as host-bearing clubs? Because we can't just sort of look at fixtures and just say, oh, the fans are going to be too crazy, like we can't have them here by. Like, do you think it's sort of like unjustful for the Frankfurt fans not to be there for their team?
I think it's like extremely just because like if you can't secure the protection of away fans, then I mean, I don't feel like you can't host the game. Then
So then,
you can't host a Champions League game.
Do you think that that UEFA then should have found a neutral ground instead of forcefully having it in Naples?
Yeah, 100%. Because I feel like it's unfair. Because how are you gonna like say that? Oh, you can't come to the game. Like how are you gonna have Napoli fans but not Frankfurt fans? It's just like
Valid point.
I mean, if you're an away team and you like you're just surrounded by Napoli fans,
It's not fair to
no
them.
Frankfurt
It's
fans,
not fair.
It's not fair at all to the team and the fans. I don't know.
Now, the last story I want to hit today is about a team in Ligue 1 called Stade Reims. And there's two people from that team I want to talk about. First, the player from Arsenal, Balogun, who has scored, I think, in all 18 games he's played.
Man, he's on fire.
Playing really, really well. My curiosity is, what is going to happen when he goes back to Arsenal? Do you think he's going to be able to fight for a position, or he's going to have to go back out alone and go somewhere else?
Back out to loan.
I don't think he's gonna go on loan. I think he has to go. He has to leave. I feel like they're gonna sell him for like a good price. Hopefully.
Yeah, he can't fit.
I don't know, man.
He can't fit
'cause
into that squad. I don't
either
think.
that or I mean, he could fit in.
Because here's the thing: do we see him maybe going back out on loan and then finally starting for Arsenal,
Because
or maybe?
to be fair, I know. If let's say hypothetically, Arsenal do win the league or they get Champions League, they qualify for Champions League. they'll have a Champions League,
Yeah.
backup striker or anything. Have Gabriel rotate with Balogun, if anything.
That's what the same thing they're going through right now at the Europa League anyways. It's
Yeah.
the same frequency of games, except it's actually closer to the weekend.
Yeah.
So.
Because you never know. Because Gabriel Jesus gets injured again, Balogun steps up.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like he's better than Nketiah. I don't know.
I mean, Nketiah has done his job, though.
He's okay.
But that's the thing, like, Nketiah is a rotation striker, though. That's what he should be.
Yeah.
Balogun, Balogun, I think, has the
I think he's a
potential and talent to be a starter. Yeah.
Yeah, and any Premier League lower. I feel like any Premier League team, like let's say West Ham, Aston Villa, Newcastle, like any team in that ranks, maybe Brian, he could just start.
Now, the next thing I want to talk about with Rems is their manager. His name is Will Still. Since taking over, he has not lost a single game.
Still will.
And he doesn't have his pro license.
Yeah.
So every game he plays, he has to pay. The club has to pay 24,000 euros, which is I think
Insane,
comes
yeah.
out around like $25,000.
I mean, hey man, they're getting the money's worth.
I mean,
They've been a completely new team.
I mean,
I heard he's on Football Manager before then, and then he.
How do you think he began coaching?
Yeah.
That's how he began coaching. That's what I'm doing
he turned
right
his
now.
head to coaching after playing the video game Football Manager.
That's what I'm doing right now. Playing
But
Football Manager with Red Star Belgrade.
Story. I want to end it on that because just to give the audience out there some hope, anything in life can happen. You can always make it to anything you want. Just put your mind to it. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I'm still waiting to hear back for internships. Please, God, hear back. Give me those internships. But anyways, guys, thank you for coming on. I want to thank Steve Moncayo for coming.
Of course, thank you.
Luke Cirianni.
Thank you.
Dejan, even though we were yelling a lot today, I did miss you.
I still hate you.
Okay. I'm just gonna add that to the reparations that the Serbians owe us, but besides the point.
That you'll never get.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening today. I appreciate and love you. Do not forget, we are here Wednesdays 10 to 12 p.m. here on WMC 90.3 FM. My name is Ardi Emini, and this is Match Week. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. I'll see you next time. Bye.